Hello? Hi everyone. Is that camera right? Keep moving? Do I need to be a bit further down? Hi everyone. Welcome to the awkward start of a stream. Just weighing up between seeing the most of my lovely Thursday face and that's the mess of wires and things that streaming makes. Hi everyone. How's it going? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Is all of this okay? Hopefully it is. I can see things bouncing, and when that's happening, that usually means that streaming's going all right. Thank you for joining me for Chapter 2 of Cloudspire. A couple of weeks ago, Paul Grogan helped me finally grok, supposed to say, isn't it? The rules of Cloudspire, which I think I was pretty much there before last time I just had a short circuit on it. But yes, we triumphed in Chapter 1 of the solo campaign. And like I've done with Mage Knight over the past 6 weeks or so, I want to stick to this and keep it all in my head first and foremost, but see all of the different things that the game has to offer. Mage Knight's got all of its Mage Knights and all of its various cards and stuff, and combined together, it makes a massive difference. And Cloudspire 2, not just the mercenaries, the landmarks, the different relics, but there's a great big story going through all of these scenarios and things, all of these different factions with their various abilities, just loads of stuff on offer. And yeah, let's carry it on now and see if I can keep this win going. So this is Chapter 2 of the Brawnen story. So they triumphed against the Airs in that first scenario. You can see that you can see the replay on the channel if you missed the first chapter. This time I delved into the story a bit, and we're actually the baddies. Like, the Grovetenders here are just minding their own business, and we're coming in to take this outpost from them. That's basically the Brawnen's role in this. You see from the top down view, you see this is our base, this is our fortress. Our units are going to be coming out here. Their target at the start of the game is going to be this outpost down here. See, we've got a bit of a funky map. We've only got two normal map tiles on it. It's made up of loads of these earthscapes. So our minions are actually going to be on a path straight down here to try and take these spires out. As soon as they have been taken out, their mark will shift to the fortress, as it usually would be. The enemy, though, are going to go straight for our fortress that we need to protect. And then as soon as we have built any spires on these spaces, so we have to destroy them and then build our own spires, then their minions will start making their way over here. So the objectives for the scenario, there are three. We want to just zoom in a little bit down here. The objectives for the scenario: have siege towers constructed when the scenario ends. Oh wait, that's the air gate. Of course, that's a strange scenario goal to have. We're going to be fighting the airs again later then. Here we go. Defeat the 3 spies in the Grovetender outpost. I thought I knew these off by heart, and then reading it, they're talking about air fortresses. So we want to kill those 3 spires. Put 3 spies of our own in those spaces and keep them from being defeated until the end of Wave 5. And also collect all pieces of research and return them to our fortress. So research can only be picked up by heroes, and depending on how well we did in that first scenario, determines how much research is available here. So because we only got 1 renown, we only did 1 objective in that first scenario a couple of weeks ago, we don't get these extra pieces of research that would be... one would be here and 1 would be here. We haven't got those. They would just be lying around for us to pick up. The main piece of research that is here for this scenario for me to play now, Daiwan has, the Grovetender hero. He is... have we got a good angle on him? Here he is. He is over here. He is just going to mind his own business. He's just going to stay there until one of our units sets foot on tile number 7, where he is. Then he will kick into gear, and his target is just any of our units. So he's ranged, he's gonna try and take them out. But we need to, if we want to fulfill that objective, we need to take him down and grab the research. A hero needs to grab the research off him, and run it all the way back to our fortress. Hi Bill, hi Joel, how's it going? Thank you for joining me. And thank you everyone else, by the way. Oh, I remember to say, right at the start, have my little robot do some typing for me. This video, the last Cloudspire video, practically everything that I make is funded by Patreon. It's patreon.com/slickerdrips if you can help out. It's in the corner of the screen there. It's in the description. A little robot has just typed it in the chat for me. If you can support me on there, that would be fantastic. It helps all of this keep coming, and thank you very much to everyone who already supports me on there. Especially, it's been a great month for extra stuff, and Patreon and stuff has grown, which is lovely to see. Speaking of Marty, Marty's not here. Marty abandoned his Marty post about 10 minutes ago, and he hasn't come back yet. As soon as he realises that he's not getting any food, nowhere near tea time, maybe he'll come up here and curl up. Although his aim at the moment is to get into the window, because it's sunny. He wants to laze about in the window, but there is a camera now in the window that you're looking at me from. And yeah, he keeps knocking that out. I thought he'd broken it earlier today because it wouldn't focus at all, so I thought I'd destroyed it. But luckily, it's managed to right itself somehow. I assume I can see myself anyway, as long as it doesn't freeze like the other day. Whatever stream it was that was doing that was frustrating. So, Cloudspire. Okay, I think we are set up. I need to have my secret book open here. I have some space. I also have we've got the funky camera angles back as well. You can't quite see it on this camera, but yeah, I'm doing it without a tripod today as well. There's a funky. Can you see it? There's just a camera out in space that will hopefully not just collapse, but we'll keep filming all of the action of Cloudspire, because yeah, it's a better idea to be able to see it a bit side on because of everyone's health and the stacks of chips and stuff. So, what do I need to do? First of all, event phase, there's no event. Income phase, we get 5 source, which is a change from the original scenario where we never got any, really. We had to start out killing as many things as possible to try and get some. So this looks wonky side on, but it looks fine straight on. So I'm gonna, as a tip from Paul, the actual there's discs like this to track your source, but it's a little bit small, especially just for trying to do it on a stream. I've just got some gems. They don't come with the game, and the discs are perfectly functional when you're actually just playing it. But for this, we've got some source crystals. So the market phase, the Grovetenders are first in wave 1. And they buy something in the market phase, they're going to buy the available Earthscape. There are only 2 available Earthscapes in this entire scenario. I don't know, and having said that, there's a Portal Seekers expansion that just added gameplay elements rather than a new faction or new chapters or anything like that. It just added more market chips and stuff like that. I haven't got that yet. I should have it soon, I think. But yeah, maybe that comes with new Earthscapes. I don't know. All I know is, for this scenario now, if we don't buy an Earthscape soon, then we don't got a chance to do this wave, but we should probably try and buy one next wave. We don't have to put it out straight away, but it would let us put towers out and maybe give us some more paths to get to places like the outpost with all the spires on it. And if we don't buy it, the Grovetenders might very well buy it from underneath us. So that's all they're buying. Market phase for us, I have put underneath my starting place here. Check that something hasn't happened. So just under here, this is the market. These are the 3 things that I can buy with source as well. Heroes can come out, mercenary minions, items to give your heroes. But in this case, we've got... Oh, so this is an item you can give to your heroes. The time vials have Back to the Future on them. I'll just grab my little reference of all of the words. But I think Back to the Future is that they get to attack again. Back to the Future. Once per wave, at the end of your turn, this unit may move and attack, even if it's done so already this turn. So I could give that to a hero, which is a good time to buy it now, because they'd get to go out into the world with it. But I don't know about that. That would be 3 of my 5 source. I haven't got anywhere to get a spire out, so we don't have to worry about that. And so what else do we have? We have some towers. I now realise the folly of these being side on. So we have the blade wall that's very good at attacking. It's a bit fortified. It's got no range whatsoever, though. I could buy that for all of my source. And the Babel Tower has got 1 attack, 3 range, so that's pretty decent. It's got 4 upgrades, so I wouldn't be able to upgrade that at all. It's got Lookout 4, which I think lets me look at these. Yes, at the start of your turn, you can look at any number of landmarks within hexes of this spire. Better for multiplayer because you can just look at them without revealing. Although, if you reveal them in the solo game, the Grovetenders might destroy those landmarks and get the rewards from them instead of me. So they don't really excite me. I couldn't afford that one anyway, but they don't really excite me. So what could I do? I could go for some upgrades. I'm going to switch to this angle so that it isn't sideways for me again. I could go for some upgrades. Like, all Aegis minions are permanently promoted straight off the bat. Gain 3 source in every income phase. That's great for later on in the game. Artillery die is great for getting rid of other towers, but it's just like a big one-use thing. I could hang on to it and spend that source in the middle of the round. Probably don't want to build towers right at the start. Proper English, but to US English, it sounds like I'm saying source. Pretty much, yeah. There's no alternates. Would it sound different in an American accent? I think it would, wouldn't it? I won't try and do an American accent. But to my accent anyway, yeah, I don't think there's any difference between tomato sauce and Cloudspire sauce. Absolutely the same for me. So yeah, they're gonna be getting some real tasty sauce. So I could wait and maybe build a spire in the middle of the round. Maybe save up for the smelter upgrade, like you saw the last playthrough. Getting the siege outpost towers was really important to being able to take down enemy towers. They are going to be really important later on. Although having a hero that can attack twice, how much CP am I getting? 5 CP. If we zoom in again, is this camera going to be good at? Oh, that button doesn't do the right thing at all. Let me just fix that, because that's going to be a pain throughout the playthrough, isn't it? Check all these others are okay. Yeah, I think the others are okay. There we go. That's better. So you can see here my lovely, delectable tray of minions that I can buy with only 5 CP. If I want to start... Oh, he's on his upgraded side. CP is this yellow cost here. If I wanted to start out with, say, Drang... Now, Cram is away doing the stuff that he was doing in Scenario 1. So he is not available here. So I'll actually just take him off before I accidentally use him. So Drang is good, got a bit of range. That would be basically all I could get this scenario. Orsh is a hunter. Him being able to attack twice might be nice. Just trying to think, do I want to skip the entire market phase and not have anything? Just that I'm not really fussed about these things. Apart from Back to the Future, I do like that. And he could have it before he went out. Perhaps let's try it. Let's see how it goes. I'm no expert on Cloudspire. But yeah, we're gonna take him in, and I'm gonna buy an upgrade with 3 of my source. Source. Which I know he sounds the same me saying it again. Source. Or sauce. Would they be like the 2 different American ones? So that's why at first I would not want to try and do an American accent. I can barely do my own. So let's see. So the build phase is as normal. I don't think I'm going to build anything though. I think I'm going to give him that Back to the Future upgrade. So does that just go on top or something? I don't think I've really bought hero upgrades for heroes. So the Grovetenders, they're going to get... So just taproot, taproot. So not in a group together. They have 3 health each. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And these taproots are a right pain. Because if they get brought down to... if they're on exactly 1 health... They've got 3 health each right now. If they get brought down to exactly 1 health... Oh, I should look at the solo powers of it because it's different. If they get brought down to exactly 1 health, then they summon something else and are still there underneath the thing that they summon. So it's a real pain if like, usually a tower is going to get them to that because they've done the wrong amount of damage or something. It's going to happen. Okay, then, so that's all they've got. I've got 5 CP, so Orsh doesn't cost any CP. I can only have 1 hero out in round 1. So I could have an architect, build me some towers and stuff. Probably not a good move. I think the only thing to really do is dispatch costs 3, Battleborn costs 2. That's my 5 CP. Could I have afforded the upgrade that lets me... I'm not wobbling that camera. Yeah, for 4 I could have upgraded. I think that's what I did. I've practiced this. I might have gotten things wrong. But I think I upgraded Battleborn minions right from the off. And I don't think it really paid off for me. The scenario went alright in the end, but I don't think it was because I upgraded any Battleborn. So I don't think I'm going to group these up. So Dispatch have got the range and the splash damage. Oh, they're not upgraded. They've got the splash damage if I ever upgrade them. Some people are on their upgraded side from last I played. I think they both move at 2. Dispatch could attack from behind the Battleborn. I think I'm going to have the Battleborn go first. So the Battleborn on top. The hero can either go right on top or underneath everyone. I can only move 2. So he can just go last. It doesn't really matter. He's going to go last. Okay, I think... Are we caught up with all of the things? I should put my normal rulebook out as well. So I'm definitely getting all of the steps in the wave sequence down. So we've done build, we've done prep, I've declared my units, they're all in stacks. And now we move on to the onslaught phase. So the Grovetenders are going to go first in this. So taproot aren't anything special in terms of where they can move. They're just going to move along the path. Some of their units can move along trees, which, can present some different problems. They don't discover, they don't do anything like that. They're just moving 2 forward. This taproot can't because this one's in the way, so they just go like that. All they're doing this turn. Spire's Fire, I haven't got any, so they're not going to. Exploration, they don't do that. They can't attack anything, so it's over to me. And minions just move automatically. 2 spaces, 2 spaces. Orsh, I'm going to have move there. He can move on trees because he's got a little icon on him. And so, explore. I'm going to explore both of these things, which I might regret. Yes, I think I regret. Traxxir Hellion has got Engage and Foreboding. So, Engage, if you're able to attack it, you must. So, the Battleborn is attacking that Hellion. And Foreboding, if you explore this landmark, you must reveal it. Okie doke. So, yeah, that's... The Battleborn's going to need some help. 3, 4, 5, 6. So that Hellion's got 6 health. And he must be fought. But I'm going to explore this as well. So the Bounty Hunter has got 4 health, which luckily I have right here. Does not attack, but he's got Fair Fight, which I believe his attack is the same as what he's being hit with. This unit's attack stat is equal to that of the unit it is attacking or retaliating against. Okay. So, the attack phase. The Battleborn is able to attack the Hellion and so must. So, I don't know if this would be a better angle for that bit. Or, actually, does that let you see things clearly enough? I know it's at a bit of an angle, but you can see the numbers pretty much, can't you? So, the Hellion has 6 health. My Battleborn does 1 damage, so that is going to be 1 health off him. He retaliates. He's got 1 damage, so my Battleborn takes a damage too. So if that keeps on going, there isn't going to be much left of that Battleborn. But we can get some space to put spires down from defeating these, and we can get some rewards. So this one is just Source, 3 Source for defeating him. The Hellion, I believe that's a relic, right? Let's get a relic card. Could be something really powerful. Could be a load of Source. So the other attacking, the Bounty Hunter here, they can only retaliate once per turn, is the thing here. So the Dispatch could attack the Hellion from here and not get retaliated against. Partly because you can only retaliate once. Oh, the Dispatch must attack the Hellion, right? Because he's got Engage. If you're able to attack it, you must. So the Dispatch does a damage as well. Can't retaliate more than once in a turn. Also, it's at range, and the Hellion isn't ranged. So another damage done to that. So Orsh now is a hunter, which I forget what he means, but it doesn't help me here, I don't think. When attacking a landmark, he deals +1 damage. Okay, it does help me here. So, yeah, because his attack stat would just be 1 back, right? His hunter gives him +1 damage. I'm not sure if that means the bounty hunters would be 2 back. Let me know if you know. But I think his attack stat is equal, so his attack stat's 1. So I think Orsh would attack him for 2 damage, and he would retaliate for 1 damage, because he hasn't got hunter, and he's not a landmark. That's just my interpretation. And if you know, let me know, and let me know in the comments later if you know. And also, if you're watching later on, like and subscribe and comment on the video and stuff. It really helps. It's not only for my vanity. So yes, now at the end of my turn, just make sure I'm getting this right. Back to the Future. Gigawatts. At the end of your turn during the onslaught phase, this unit may move and attack even if it's done so this turn. So it's going to attack. And guess what? Dead things can't retaliate. So 2 damage again to the Bounty Hunter, which gives me 3 shiny Source to pop in the Brawnen's Fortress and a spot where we could potentially build a spire. Probably not gonna, because that's a way away from anything. But we do have as Brawnen these drilling outposts here. They cost 3, and you can choose to destroy them at the start of the next round to get a load of Source. So that's something to think about. Okay, so I think everyone has gone. It spires. Nothing's in range of a spire, is it? This spire's got 1, 2, 3 range. No, these are miles away. So it's time for the Grovetenders again. Can we see them out on this? No, not quite yet. We might see them coming in a minute. But the Grovetenders again. Remember, Darwin's asleep until one of us steps on this space, or over here if you can walk along water. So the Taproot, their goal is our fortress for now. So they just move 1, 2. Their range is not counted across gaps, by the way. So even though they've got 2 range, this thing is 3 away. So they still can't attack it. I haven't got any spires, so that is going to be back to me again. Which means, do I want to move first? I'm not going to get in the way of the minions anyway, I don't think. Let's see. This, I can move him there. And he's still going to get attacked by the Taproot. Because, like, they have to move closer than they were to their mark, which is this outpost down here. So could I have him go there so he can still attack the Hellion? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. You stood there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You stood here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I think he can go there. Yeah, because the Taproot are going to take him out, unfortunately. There's not a lot I can do about that. But maybe we can build a spire here if we take him out. Then the Dispatch moves. Unfortunately, isn't ranged anymore. So I could make it so the Dispatch takes the damage. How much health's he got? Is it 4? Next, the taproot comes in, attacks the battleborn. The dispatch can attack from behind. Yeah, we can definitely kill this Hellion. So maybe... Oh, my Orsh as well killed something, and so gets an upgrade for that. So I can decide, does he want more health? You can get fortification, which is just basically a temporary health. He can't get a range because he isn't a ranged person, but he can get an extra damage, which might help him out. Because it would be nice if he was the one to kill the Hellion. What does he get if he's upgraded? He gets survival, which I think is, if he doesn't do anything, he heals. Yeah, at the end of your turn, if this unit didn't move or attack, it can recover a health. So that would be nice. Take a bit more damage from attacking that and then have a bit of a breather. Because he'd be down to 1 health. But actually, he wouldn't respawn his health yet, because the way it works is... Oh, he would, because he's only got space for 1 upgrade. So he would lose the upgrade and turn to his promoted side. Yeah, let's do that. He can go over here. So I think I'm going to have the Battleborn there, so that we can reveal what this is. Can we see it from here? Yes, we can. This is a Source Peddler. Okay, well, he's got 2 attacks, so I don't think the Battleborn's going to attack him just yet. Because he would do 1 damage to it, and then in retaliation, the Source Peddler would kill him. It's worth 6 Source, though, for killing him. So I think we'll have the Dispatch. The Dispatch has got 2 range, could attack him. But everyone that's able to attack the Hellion must. It could just be Orsh. Yeah, let's have it be Orsh. So, but Orsh's second attack happens after everyone else's. That's fine. So Orsh does 3 damage, because he's got 2 base damage thanks to that upgrade. 3 damage to this. I don't want the Dispatch to attack, though. But they have to, if I put them like this. What if we didn't move Orsh? Yeah, we just won't move Orsh. The Dispatch attacks and takes the damage back, because unfortunately he's right next to him. And then Back to the Future lets us, at the end of the turn, move and attack. Just so we want Orsh to be killing people out of everyone, because nobody else can get upgrades. So Orsh comes in with his big 3 attack, takes out the Hellion. And that is a relic reward, right? So when we get a relic, I believe we just draw 1 card and we can take it or 4 source. Relic reward. Is that a relic? What is that? Rewards. Oh, that's a spire. Oh, even better. Okay. So what if I get a spire as a reward? May immediately construct a spire at no cost. Okay, awesome. So I've got 2 options of a spire. I've got drilling outpost, does nothing except earn me some source later on. Or what I'm going to build, the dispatch platform. I can unlock better ones later on, but in wave 1, this is what we've got. So I'm going to build a dispatch platform. It's got 1 attack and an extra range, and it's got some splash damage. So that is quite nice, actually. And I could upgrade it if I want with one of my, I can't remember the name of the action, my mid-turn builds. Limited build. Got 2 limited builds. So I could give it some more range or some more damage. Or I could fortify it, because what's the Taproot's attack priority? Will they attack the tower over everything else? Things it can defeat, and then hero, spire, minion. So move there, it'll actually be in range of the hero, won't it? It's only 1 damage though. And then this one would try and attack the spire. Let's fortify the spire. So, limited build option. I put a peg in to show I'm doing one of my 2 limited builds. It costs you when you upgrade the number of upgrades you now have. So it costs me 3 source to put that in. But I think that's going to be okay. So then... Oh, Orsh killed something, didn't he? So Orsh loses that attack upgrade, but he now gets promoted, so he has survival now. And if he kills something again, he can have another upgrade. He is a little bit vulnerable. None of their spies are in the way of me, so it's their turn again. And I think they are now... They're now on the camera. So their mark is the fortress. They will keep marching ever on to the fortress. Spire's attack. I've only got the dispatch platform. I suppose I could have put another one over here, but I didn't. The dispatch platform has just got the 1 die. Who would I like it to attack? It makes absolutely no difference, does it? The most you could do is 2 damage. I don't want them to do 2 damage because that means they summon someone. I'll do this taproot. Because if this one summons, it won't be right next to all of my people because it will get to attack. So I will... Oh no, that's not the button for the dice tray. Here we go. Dice trays from Nice That, by the way. I believe it's still on holiday on Etsy. But Annabelle makes all these things. They're beautiful. And I'm not sponsored by them. 1 damage. I like 1 damage because if you do 2 damage to them straight away, that leaves them with 1, makes them summon a scary thing. And we don't want scary things. That's all of my tower. So this taproot, it's got range. So it will attack my hero for a damage. And then this taproot knows that it can't damage the spire anymore because the fortification means you need 2 damage to take that away. Normally it's just 1 damage, takes an upgrade out of a tower. Oh, this camera being over here, got to realise not to get right in front of it too. So it will attack a minion, won't it? So I think I decide, because it can hit both, I think I would rather the Battleborn got attacked. Because even if he attacks the Source Peddler, he's only got 1 health to lose now, so it's a little bit better, right? Oh, Splash, thank you, Dominic. Hi, Dominic, by the way. Thank you for reminding me, because Splash, whatever you attack, all of the units around it take a damage. So they're both on 2 now. So it would really behoove me to attack them with 2 damage. So maybe Orsh isn't going to stand around doing nothing. Maybe he's going to try and take a taproot out because he's got 2 damage. But at the same time, my Battleborn and Dispatch do not have 2 damage, and they're right next to him. Oh, actually, if I choose my if I choose my Dispatch to take a damage, it'll retaliate. And maybe it's good to just get the upgrade, get the thing out now, since that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, I'll have my poor Dispatch already down to 1 health retaliate against this taproot. So when it gets down to 1 health, it is going to summon, in this scenario, a Warbriar. An upgraded Warbriar, unfortunately, that has got 4 health, 2 attack, 2 movement, and it has Impale. The taproot flips over to its upgraded side. It no longer has summon, but it's going to have that 1 health when it comes back out. They are a group now. They go there. The Warbriar would attack, but he's at the back. So, let me just double check the solo definition of Impale. Not that I remember the normal definition of it. At the end of its movement, deal a damage to all adjacent opposing units it was not adjacent to before now. That picture flickering? I think it's flickering when I wobble the table, isn't it? When I put things in front of the camera. I don't know. As long as you can see it, okay. I'm happy. Quick drink break. So that's their movement. It's time for me The Battleborn continues ever onwards. The spires. So, can we look at the outpost here? Yes, if we get my mug out of the way. So the spires got upgrades based on a die roll. Now both these spires here got 6s, got fortification upgrades. So they're really hard to kill actually. So there's not really much point. And the Retall has extra range and fortifications. Thinking about it, there's no point getting him over to these. Maybe uncover one of these landmarks or something. But he's not going to scratch these towers. So if worst comes to worst, just have him sacrifice himself for a noble cause with the Source Peddler. But was he there? Has to use his movement, doesn't he? He can go there. They will get retaliated on, unfortunately. So their range... See, when I played it, they got big range upgrades. But yeah, it's not going to get close enough for the towers to attack just yet. And then Orsh. What's Orsh going to do? Orsh needs to go up and kill the Taproot, doesn't it? Because he's got two health. And he can move and attack again as well. Ooh. We just have to watch out because we want him to survive all of this. So yes, attacking. Let's explore. Let's have a look at what this thing is. It's a rogue grizzled oak. Nothing about it at all. But this is another spire reward. 5, 6. And it's got 2 attack though. Again. Why do they have movement on them? That's never occurred to me before. They won't roam about, will they? They don't move. It's only used if they fall under the control of a faction. Oh, can factions take control of units? Okie doke. So, the Source Peddler would get me loads of sauce. 6 of it, to be precise. The Grizzled Oak, though, would just let me put a tower right there. The Neora can control a minion. I have never played or played against the Neora, so I'm looking forward to that. Surely going to be coming up on a future installment. So, we should definitely have Orsh attack this Taproot, because it can't retaliate, because, in case it hasn't noticed, it's dead. 2 sauce for killing the Taproot, because you don't want the Taproot to get down to 1 health, if you can help it. Then, further along, so we've got the Dispatch. Could attack the Warbriar. It would get killed in retaliation. Yeah, Orsh can run up and hit the Warbriar, but the Warbriar would kill him. So I wonder if he just needs to run back to base. No. He's got his extra attack, and that's beautiful. Yeah, we could Battleborn attack this, Dispatch attack this. He'd only do 2 damage, though, which wouldn't kill it, would it? I think Orsh needs to run away. Because his survival doesn't kick in, because he's already moved. I don't think we're going to get to do anything else. So should we have the Battleborn attack, say, the Source Peddler or the Rogue Grizzled Oak? I think it's Source Peddler. I'm I'm going to use a limited build actually while I'm thinking about it, and pop a drilling outpost over here so I can drill for some extra sauce. Not sure if that's the exact order I'm meant to do that in, but while I'm remembering it, the dispatch is going to attack the Warbriar. I think he'll die doing it. Yeah, we don't want the Warbriar getting any closer. It's just 1 damage, retaliates and kills him. The Source Peddler retaliates and kills the Battleborn as well. In a solo game, though, don't have to worry about the enemy gaining source from me. So that's that. Then, oh, they'll take out my drilling outpost, though, maybe. Because I've got 2 damage. Oh dear. It's okay. The Warbriar goes. My things go. I don't think I've spent this source. I could have put a different thing out there, but I don't want to. Dispatch platform. Let's see. It's 0, 1, or 2 damage. What a great idea to put a dice tray there. 1 damage. So the Warbriar has still got 2 health. I think. Yeah, because next turn it's going to be at my base. So it can attack the drilling outpost, because I think the drilling outpost will still survive into next time. Oh, does that kills it though, doesn't it? If it's got no upgrades. It does, right? That would be a bad idea. Damaging a spire. Yep. It dies though when it's got no upgrades, doesn't it? Yeah, its health is the upgrades, so it's going to have to attack the dispatch platform, because otherwise the drilling outpost is gone. Oh, curse this Warbriar and its strength. So my turn. So when does survival kick in? At the end of my turn, it recovers a health, and then Back to the Future is at the end of the. Oh, Back to the Future is once per wave. Have I done that twice? I might have done that twice. So Orsh could just wait there, but then the Warbriar would still take him out. He could run up to the Warbriar and kill it, and then he could get an upgrade. Yeah. But then the wave would end. Oh, actually, wouldn't it? Does campfire mode happen? I remember Paul told me about campfire mode. At the start of a turn in which only one faction has units in play, they're going to campfire mode. Yeah, but he's always got that unit in play. Is it better to run Orsh back and heal? Or is it better? I think it's better to have him run in and kill the Warbriar, isn't it? It's only worth 1 source, so he does 2 damage to it. It can't retaliate. Taproot is still there. And so, if we give him an attack upgrade now, which I'd prefer, the Taproot will kill him if the dispatch platform misses. So I think I've got to take a fortification upgrade, which is basically an extra health. It's still an upgrade, but it's the first health that's removed when they next take damage. And that's what I'm going to have to do. So their turn, Taproot can't move. Dispatch platform rolls. There we go. Not only did it not miss, it obliterated the Taproot, which is 2 source. And that's it for the wave. There are no minions remaining, so that is it. Okay, end of wave. First player passes. Yep. And now we move on to events and that. So event phase first off. Roll a die. Yes. So the event for wave 2 is going to be a 6. Oh, I hate 6. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter, does it? 6 really messed me up in my practice. 6 is put a landmark on all source wells. So all these landmarks that you've cleared of things ready to put your spires on, that happened in wave 2 or 3 or something when I'd cleared these spaces ready to put a siege spire, getting ready to raise these towers. Put landmarks back on them all again, had to clear them all. But luckily, they're all plugged up with my towers, the only landmarks that have been cleared. So that event has no effect. 7 source in the well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then the market phase. Oh, I should be preparing the market, shouldn't I? Let's have a look at home. I need 3 new things in the market. So what have we got here? We've got the Plague Bringer with poison. It's got no range, but that could be upgraded. So poison. When this spiral unit makes it a successful attack that would remove health, it instead removes half of that unit's health, rounded down. Ooh. So that is quite nice, isn't it? That only costs 2. But I haven't got space to build it anywhere. The bunker is just heavily fortified tower. The Nomad. It's not a hero. Is it a hero? Not got the same. It is a minion, isn't it? Rather than a hero. 3 health, 1 attack, 4 movement. Quite a fast moving thing to have out there. I don't think that she would do as much good. I think I need to spend 2 source on. Here is the Earthscape that's out. I'm going to spend 2 source on that because what I'm kind of thinking, what I didn't do when I played, is the Earthscape could go somewhere like here, right? And join these 2 up. It would make my units here vulnerable from this tower, but I could put a siege tower like right here, destroying their towers. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I would put it down right away. I can put it down in any build phase. What's going on? Yep. So I don't want to buy anything else from that. I can't buy any more towers. I could buy some upgrades. I could put another range, or I could put the fortification back in that dispatch platform. I can buy upgrades for my thing. What should remind me of my drilling outpost? You had the right side. You've just got the wrong factions sheet. That's why it didn't look right. The mining outpost, I can... At the end of the wave, you can return this spire. Okay. So would I have done that? I think I would have, but that would make a landmark appear there. So I can't build anything on it. But I would bring that back for 6 source. So I've got loads of source. Maybe we should get some upgrades on the go. On the tower. On the fortress. So my upgrades. Smelter here lets me build siege tower and launcher spires. Siege tower is what I can build to destroy other towers. Not the shrubbery. You have to be next to a shrubbery to attack it. But that's what I'm thinking about. I think that's going to be one of my builds for sure. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we pop a peg in... Where is it? It's that smelter over here. So we can now build siege towers. Should I wait and just spend this on a limited build to build a siege tower? Do I want to put the Earthscape down now? A lot of things to think about. I'm getting 7 CP. So I could get like an Aegis that's a bit armoured to try and deal with the towers. And then a dispatch, the other things. There is Drang, of course, but I don't think Drang's going to be most useful right now. And I can just do, you know, dispatch and 2 Battleborn. But I don't think that would really help me out. I can just do a Forsaken too. Forsaken are really beefy dudes. But you roll a die and they very well might not attack or move every turn. You roll a die every turn to decide, are they going to behave or not? And sometimes you don't need them to move or attack, of course. So it can work to your advantage. So do I want to build that Earthscape? Where's it gone? What would it do? I could... Now, where is the... There are some specific rules, right, about where I'm allowed to put the Earthscape. Make sure I'm not breaking those rules. I think that... It's probably going to be in the rules reference, isn't it? Because I'm putting it in the middle of nowhere, which I think I'm allowed. It can be placed adjacent to existing hex groups to extend the play area or on top. If you're extending, at least one edge must line up with an existing hex group that contains one of your spires. Hex group? Oh, so this is this a hex group? Hex group. Isles and Earthscapes are all called hex groups. So this is a hex group with a spire on it, so I can put that there. And then would I be allowed to put a siege tower on it? I think I would, you know. Influence a hex group adjacent to it has a spire. I think I can pop that there, right? And I could put a siege tower right there. Is that scan? Yeah, I have influence over this hex group because a hex group adjacent to it has one of my towers, which I was allowed to do because it's next to my fortress. Would that be a good move? How much does a siege tower cost? That's a launcher. Siege tower costs 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wouldn't be able to afford to upgrade it. But it's kind of safe, right, as well, from enemy minions for now. I'm gonna crack on with it. Because towers don't normally attack each other, apart from this special siege tower. I'm going to go with that. I can still afford to upgrade the dispatch platform, give it another die of damage. Or pop a nomad in. That would only cost me 2 of the source. The siege tower at the moment has got to get very lucky. It's got to roll a 2, which is a 1 in 6 chance to actually damage something. But there's the source peddler here to get stuff from. I'm going to pop a attack on the dispatch platform, and that's all of my source spent. So now, what are the tree folk getting? They're getting... It's just Taproot City again. Just 3 separate taproots. 3 health each. 3, 3, 3. And then what? They're all going there. And I've got my 7 CP. So I think I'm going to go for... I kind of wish I'd upgraded my Aegis now. What does Assault do? When it attacks a spire, remove the bottom upgrade and then deal damage. What would upgrading Aegis? That would have cost me 5 source to get that upgrade. I think the siege tower is going to do me better. For now. Yeah, I'm going to grab an Aegis and a dispatch. So they're both 2 speed. Do I want to group them up? And maybe, the dispatch gets the Aegis closer and then the Aegis comes out and hopefully attacks some towers? Or am I better off having them separate? For their attacking prowess. I'm going to have Aegis and then dispatch behind, I think. I haven't got a hero in here because I haven't got a new one. So there we go, we're ready. And it's me first this time. So I think Orsh has to move, unfortunately. As much as I want him to stay there, if Orsh stands there, this Aegis is going to come out, pop him back a space, because that's how it works. I can't remember the word for it, but that's what happens. And then this dude comes out and would knock him back into the fortress, and that's where he'd be for the whole wave. So it stops him healing, which is annoying. 1, 2, 3. If he stands there, this retool can attack him. So I think he's going to stand there. Because now, you're not counting. You can't count over just empty space. You count around for range. So now I've put this Earthscape here. It can attack some of these spaces. So I'm going to pop him there. Aegis comes out. Dispatch comes out. We'll reveal this. It's a wounded priest who is recruitable. I like the sound of you, priest. But I bet you're going to want more money than I've got to give you. Recruitable. At the end of your turn, if your faction attacked this unit and it's not under control of another faction, you may gain control of it. That's not too good right now, is it? Because he would do a damage back. If we killed him, of course, we get a relic. He has got 4 health. Now we could wait till the dispatch has made it to like a non-adjacent space, and then he could ranged attack, so he would take a damage, not retaliate, and then he would join us with 3 health. I'm just thinking the Aegis could attack him now and take 1 damage, because he's armoured, but then our wounded priest will only have 2 health. And if we wait a bit, that could be a bit better. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, we're going to stop there. Their towers don't attack. Oh, at the start of my turn, we have our siege tower roll, before I forget. It's got to roll a 2 for it to matter. Nope, rolled nothing. So it is the Grovetenders, who we're going to have to just look right from their base, aren't we? So just taproot, you go there, you go there. You can't go anywhere. My tower's definitely not in range of that, so it is back to me. Orsh, I feel like leaving there and healing a bit. Aegis would go there. Could attack the Source Peddler. Oh, my siege tower. Don't forget the siege tower. Come on, 2s. 1. Okay. The Aegis is in range of that retool now. Attack the Source Peddler and only take 1 damage back. So if we got all of that source, we could upgrade the siege tower with another attack, and then it would get another die and hopefully start taking out these towers. Dispatch moves here anyway. Before we decide any of that, after we move, things attack. So the retool has got 2 dice on the Aegis. 1 damage. armoured means he ignores a damage, right? Double check that after I've said it. Yep, when he's attacked, reduce damage by 1. He takes no damage from that. So, I don't want to attack the wounded priest because he would retaliate with 2. We could attack the source peddler for 3 right now because the dispatch is ranged away from him, but that wouldn't kill him. But it would be close. Aegis could take him out with no retaliation next time. Yeah, let's do that. So Aegis attacks source peddler, takes 1 damage back. Oh, you're not seeing this? Because of retaliation. Maybe we'll do the big side-on view. Dispatch is going to attack him. He can't retaliate. He's still alive. Orsh didn't do anything. Heals 1 health. Because of his survival. I think that's it. That's the only tower that could reach. So it's time for them. 1, 2. Nothing's in 2 range. Oh, this is in 2 range, so they'll attack that, I think. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes. So they do a damage each to that. Because they can stop me getting a reward from this. Now that's even more tempting. That's only got 4 health. And it would take... It wouldn't take 3 damage from them next turn because they'd start attacking me. But I can put a tower there. So moving. They have to move. I'm going to have the dispatch move in this fashion, so it's next to the wounded priest still. It still used all of its movement, but I just angled it so it could do that. Orsh. I feel should wait there still. Get back to full health. But that would mean the taproot and stuff would start attacking the towers. Let's have him come in. He can always do Back to the Future at some point if he really needs to. So attacking, the Aegis is going to attack the source peddler. He's only got 1 health. He's dead. Without retaliating, and provides me with 6, 4, 5, 6 beautiful source. I didn't do my siege tower, did I? Let's have a look. Got to be a 2. It's a 1. So do I want to do a limited build? Let's finish with these first. So dispatch is going to attack the wounded priest. Can't retaliate because he hasn't got range. So now I gain control of that unit. Fair enough. I like that. He's got 2 attack. That's pretty tasty. So I think I will use a limited build. It's 4, right? 4 of my 6 source. And pop a peg in for my limited build. To put an extra attack on this siege tower. So it can roll 2 dice now. Increase its chances of actually doing something to a tower because it's done nothing yet. You've all attacked. Orsh isn't going to attack, but he has moved. So I think that's that. Okay. Grovetenders. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Then, towers. They're in range of the siege tower, which still functions as a normal tower. So, siege tower on the front taproot. Oh, 1's okay. Well, it's not. There's now a good chance that that dispatch platform is going to knock it down to 1 health. And then I've still got my dispatch platform. It's got 1 die. If it does 1 damage to the taproot, at the moment he's just doing 1 range damage to my hero, which is just his fortification, which isn't too bad. and then he can march in and get the kill and get another upgrade. That's fine. If he rolled 2, it would kill the Taproot, though, which is even better, isn't it? This Taproot's going to attack the tower. This one can't attack anything. This one would attack the Grizzled Oak. Got 2 dice, though. Let's have him attack the front Taproot. Or the back Taproot. Yeah. See, that's hoping for 1 in 6 still, though, isn't it? Killing that Taproot outright would stop the dispatch platform taking damage. Yeah, let's attack the one in the middle. I think that's a better move. I'm going to attack the one in the middle. It did 2, which is a bit unfortunate. That means it's going to summon. So where are we for angles here? So this one goes away. Flips over, and this... They are still summoning upgraded Warbriars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is not too shabby for me, actually. Because we're in the attack... They've moved already, so we're in the attacking phase. So when the things attack now, this will attack Orsh. Get rid of his fortification. The Warbriar will attack the Grizzled Oak, and so will the Taproot, leaving it on 1 health to be mopped up and killed, and I get a free tower. Right? I think so. Get a Lance Launcher. I think that's what's happening. Okay. So that's that. Start of my turn. The Siege Tower. You've got 2 dice. Come on. There we go. Say who he's attacking. We will attack the Retool. Should say first. But we'll attack the Retool just because that is the tower that's in range of everything. Which I think... Shouldn't Dispatch have taken a couple of dice from the Retool last turn? I think so. Let's fix that. I hope that it is still alive. Oh dear. Does that mean it couldn't have... What did it attack? It attacked the priest and everything, didn't it? I think it did. Oh, we're just going to have to call that a mistake. So the dispatch would be taken out by that. The wounded priest could have been attacked by Orsh. So Orsh would be on 1 health right now. Okay, that's unfortunate. Dispatch taken out straight away by that horrible, fearsome Retool. So, what are we going to do? And the Aegis is about to be in range of everything. And oh, that gives me nothing to now attack the Grizzled Oak with. What we can do is put Orsh here, kill this, get an upgrade, and then move him over here with his... What's-it-face? Back to the Future. And then he'll attack the Grizzled Oak and kill that. And then we put a tower out. I think that's decent. So Aegis has to move. Isn't next to this landmark, frustratingly. You can move there. And then the priest that is under control, but would only have 2 health. The priest just has to go on the path there. So in terms of attacking, we will have Orsh attack the Taproot. Because he can do 2 damage. So can the Wounded Priest, but Orsh doing it means that he gets an upgrade. Which is probably going to have to be a fortification again. The Wounded Priest can't attack anything. Oh, towers. The retool can only attack the Aegis, so that's just 1 die. I roll it so you can see it. It's a damage, which is reduced by the armoured. The retool, though, I believe, if I check my solo rules, the retool will choose to attack the hero, right? Yeah. Which might kill him. Oh dear. And it rolls a 2. Ah, my grizzled oak dreams are dashed and Orsh is dead. So that, could I have done that differently? I could have had the wounded priest kill the thing and just kept Orsh back here. Because you could predict that was going to happen. We can't do the take back now because I've rolled dice and stuff. But yeah, the wounded priest could have taken care of that tree taproot. Orsh could have stayed back. A bit worried now. But that's all okay, isn't it? Did I do my siege roll? I think I did. Aegis is at the retool now, though. And he survived. So he is going to take the bottom upgrade off, because that's how you attack. But he's in for a scare next time he goes in. So, but the wounded priest could be a bit of a distraction if he's still alive. I doubt he's still going to be alive. The Warbriar have to move their full amount. Taproot. The siege tower will attack the Warbriar, I think. 2 dice, 2 damage. Same for the dispatch platform. Let's attack the Warbriar again. It's just 1 damage, which is frustrating. Oh, it's got impale, hasn't it? What's that? Everything takes a damage. So the wounded priest would take a damage from that. And then attacking, the Warbriar can only attack the priest, and so would. And so wouldn't take any retaliation. I don't think the priest was much of a distraction at all, to be honest. And the taproot will attack the dispatch platform and take the bottom upgrade off it. Oh, it's all going wrong. Aegis is still alive, though. He's just not helping me do anything here. I only have 2 swords as well. So it's not like I can panic build another thing. That grizzled oak's still there, though. Aegis. Oh, siege tower first. So what should we attack? Just keep attacking the retool because we start getting rid of its range. And we only have to roll 1 now. So did roll just a 1. So we'll take a range off that retool. So it's only got 2 range now. Then Aegis moves forward and has to take 5 dice of damage. Okay? So he's attacked by the retool. 2 dice. 1 damage. Reduced. He is attacked by the shrubbery. 2 dice. Reduced. This does keep happening, doesn't it? When he's attacked, reduce all damage by 1. Yep. And the retool attacks. 1 damage. Reduced to... Is this Aegis gonna save me? They're rolling spectacularly badly, though. It's 1 in 6 to get a 2, but isn't it also 1 in 6 to miss? Yes, it is. Okay, so the Aegis lives and can take something out. Now, there is the shrubbery to think about because you can only attack this if you're next to it. But we could just stop the retool from having any range whatsoever. And then it is still scary having all of these dice, but we're close to getting rid of them then. Yeah. But the siege tower could be doing that. He's the only one that can get rid of the shrubbery. No, we're going to do retool. Okay. Grovetenders. 1, 2. 1, 2. I think it's units they impale, right? It's not towers. Adjacent to opposing units, it wasn't adjacent to before. Okay, but they would both attack that tower and kill it, wouldn't they? He's not in range of the thing just yet. Hang on, though, because my siege tower is in range of the taproot. 2 damage. Isn't that great? Because that turns him into a Warbriar. An upgraded Warbriar, if you please. And then this dispatch platform has 1 die. Either way, that dispatch platform's dead. How much is the dispatch platform? 4. Okay, so this one will attack the Warbriar. 1 damage. Takes the Warbriar out, which is 1 source. And then we've got the tiny taproot there, who is in range of the... is in range of the fortress, so wouldn't need to move anymore. Fortress does retaliate. Yeah, that could be really bad. So, yeah, all I can build is a drilling outpost, and it wouldn't attack that over the fortress. I've just got to try and earn some more source and just hope that the fortress doesn't fall. It's got 10 health. And the taproot is actually in the way of the Warbriar, but they both attack. Oh, so the taproot is now going to attack the fortress for 1 damage, because it's got range, where the Warbriar didn't. And it takes a damage back, which kills it, and I get 2 source. And then the Warbriar attacks the dispatch platform. Oh, it should have splash damage. What did it attack? It attacked that, didn't it? So the Warbriar should have taken a damage. I think I've been forgetting splash damage since you first said it, Dominic. I did it that time. So yeah, I think that's still worrying, but it's not too terrible. Although the Warbriar is going to move there and be out of range of the dispatch platform. I could, of course, boost up its stats. Maybe that's the thing to use the other limited build on. Put a range back on it. Yeah, that would be 2 sort. I could put another tower out, but it wouldn't be where I need it. So I'm going to do 2 source, pop a range back on it, and that's my second limited build. So my turn. Aegis stays where he is. Does he survive? Let's have a look. 2 dice from Retool. Okay, no, he doesn't. Reduced by 1. That is going to be a dead Aegis, unfortunately. But that 1 turn was very impressive. The 1 turn where he withstood everything. Oh, the siege tower though. Oh, rewind, which will involve re-rolling dice, I guess. Maybe. The siege tower should have gone first. So the siege tower is surely... the siege tower rolled nothing! Okay, it made no difference. Aegis is still dead. 1 in 36 chance of that happening, right? I think. Assuming all these dice are the same. I think they are. Okay, so no more towers going away. Grovetenders' turn then. 1, 2. Dispatch platform. Siege tower's nowhere near. Dispatch platform can attack, just with the 1 die though. 1 damage to the Warbriar. It will attack the fortress for 2. This is bad. And the fortress deals 1 back. I don't have a turn, I've got nothing. Oh, do I still have a turn? I've got my siege tower. Does that still go off? I'm going to assume so. Siege tower. Yeah. The damage to that retool. Nothing moves though. It's just the Warbriar doing 2 more damage to my fortress. It's down to 5 health. Oh, actually, dispatch platform attacks it first for 1 die of damage. 1 damage. Attacks that, takes 1 damage back, so it's dead. I get a source. Siege tower back on me. Can it kill that retool? Yes, it can with 1 damage. So that's 5 source. I could just put another siege tower on that. I haven't got any more limited builds. But that's something. Then Taproot isn't going to move. But my dispatch platform, please take this out. 2 damage. There we go, finally. Oof. 2 source. So going into the next round with quite a bit of source again. But a half-dead fortress. Offer a bit of bad luck, a bit of bad planning, a bit of both. Okay then, so enemies have gone. Start preparing for wave 3. Roll the event die. We get 3. Add an attack upgrade to Dywin, ignoring her capacity. So Dywin is going to be a problem, leaving her dead late. Then, in the market phase, we need 3 new things, don't we? Those 3 things are going to be Convict, Fashioner, and Baby Brund. The Grovetenders. Oh, so 9 source we need first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The Grovetenders will take the Merc Hero, Baby Brund, who is evasive and pretty speedy. They brought him last time I played. He was a pain. So that's what they've bought. They would, if there wasn't a hero, they would buy a minion. If there wasn't a minion, they would buy an Earthscape. Now these minions, I have been given a hot tip about Battle Hardened. When it's when units are attacked by a Spire, reduce it damage dealt by 2. The Fashioner has Improve, which can improve Spires. When it ends its movement adjacent to a friendly Spire, you can spend 2 source to add any upgrade to it, ignoring capacity. Can I just buy both of these guys? Merc units. They count towards your 2 hero limit, the heroes do. I kind of like both of these. Fair enough, he's not going to get to a siege tower for ages. But if I put a tower there, he'll do 2. Oh, 3. 3, improve that. 1, 2, 3, improve that. 1, 2, 3, improve the siege tower. If he gets there, of course, and doesn't get killed in the process. But I think I'm going to buy both of them. We'll see how well they do. In Paul's game, the Convict was very good. We'll see if I have the same luck. I feel like I've messed up, but it's only wave 3. We'll see how that goes. So I've still got a fair old bit of stuff waiting for me, and I want Fashioner's going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, kill that Grizzled Oak, get another Spire out there, which he wouldn't be upgrading. Yes. I'm feeling better about things now. I don't know how I'm going to deploy them just yet, but I've still got all of this that I could spend. See my mountains of wealth. I want to put a tower here. So I could just put a dispatch platform out, which is just 4, and they've got splash damage. The siege tower. Oh, not the siege tower. I want to talk about the lance launcher. Air defense is not that important to me. It costs more. The only really reason that I would want that is that I could put more upgrades on it. It's got 4 upgrade slots. I can do that because of that. You can't buy... Oh, you get 1 market purchase, don't you? Yeah. It wouldn't be in the heroes section because you can only buy 1 thing. I'm kind of wondering about the fashioner, though. Fair enough might just get torn down by the shrubbery in the end. But what if he survives and just stands next to this siege tower? Improving. I bet that couldn't happen. I'm torn. I have heard very good things about the convict. So either way, I would have 3 more sauce, right? Because I can only have 1 of these. Yeah, the convict would just demolish those towers, though, wouldn't he? And I wouldn't particularly need... Like, upgraded ones are going to be great for, like, later on when they start coming from my towers, when I've built them. I think... Upgrade the dispatch platform. And give it another range. Because it's got splash damage, it doesn't need a damage upgrade. Range is better. I want a tower there. And what's that going to be? Is it going to be 6 for a lance launcher? Oh, my. Hi, Mike, by the way. And Super Ecriel. I did lose my hero through poor planning. Orsh sadly fell victim to the crazy tower that was here. It rolled like 3 or 4 damage on him when he was a little bit weakened. So I could get Drang now. I will have 9 CP. Because yeah, doing it without a hero is a bit sad. Because I can't control where people go. Because something that's going to happen is, as soon as I build towers here, they are going to make their way down here instead of my fortress, which is great for my half-health fortress, but my minions will be going this way. So if they're fast enough and can cut them off, great. But it's probably going to wake Darwin up as well, and minions will be slipping in here without a person to deal with that, a hero. Oh, I don't know. The fashioner, I'm just seeing it now. Upgrade. And then maybe dies. Do we want some upgrades on the actual thing itself? Where's my Brawnen card? It's over on the computer. Upgrades on the thing itself, because I've got a lot to spend. The artillery is nice. You roll this die twice. Where is it? It's like 2, 3, 4, 5 on it. You roll it and then say, this is the range, and then you roll it again, and then you say, this is the damage. Either or. So one roll is going to be damage, one roll is going to be range, and you take that many upgrades off a tower. It has to be from one of your units within that range of your fortress gate. Would that be okay? Maybe use it at the start of your turn. Roll the die. Yeah. So it could be to a unit. Oh no, because it has to be like at most 5 within the fortress, so that's not really any good for now. The Aegis being promoted might really help. Because then they would have the thing that destroys spires more easily, Assault. What am I getting? If I'm getting 9 CP and I'm getting Drang, it's probably, to be honest, going to be Dispatch and a Battle Ball, and so I probably don't need to do that right away. I think I need a hero out there. I'm going to put a Lance Launcher out here. That's 6. I've already paid for one of these, whichever I take. That's going to be my 9 CP. Should I upgrade the Lance Launcher? Give it a bit more range? Yeah, I'm going to pay 3 to upgrade that, give it some more range. Fashioner seems fun. Convict is just brute force good, yeah. I suppose. do you want to just see how this goes? Or do we want to try the tried and tested way, from what I've heard off Paul? And just have him go down there. What have they got? Taproot, Taproot, Taproot. So they're not getting anywhere near here very quickly. Nearest Taproot is going to be there. Isn't going to be able to attack him. But then the problem comes, if we haven't taken the Convict, who's destroying this shrubbery? Because it's not any of the people that I'm taking. I want the Fashioner so much, but I think Convict is the way to go. So is it going to be Convict in a group with something to protect him a bit? Because he's only protected from Spire shots. Or we can put another Spire out where that Grizzled Oak is. Oh, the Aegis only move 1 as well when they're upgraded, so maybe that's not great. Yeah, let's just do this. So they're going to go in a group with the Battleborn. Or Dispatch going to be separate as well? And Drang just on top. At least Drang's got some range. Yeah. Let's do that then. Okay, so they're first, aren't they? So what have they got? Taproot, 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 and then their Merc. And they summon Treeds this time. There's still just a load of separate Taproots. Because they didn't know they were getting attacked. It's just a peaceful little outpost. It's got me up in its business now. So, move, move. Should have a different angles for this, shouldn't I? They move, they can't do anything. I'm not going to get to that Grizzled Oak, though, this way, am I? Oh, I want that Fashioner so much. And we just accept that the shrubbery isn't going to get destroyed just yet. Well, couldn't I pop another siege tower right here? And then that can take out the shrubbery. What's cover? Cover helps taproots. Camouflage, units and spires must be adjacent to attack it. So instead of a lance launcher, I could have put a siege tower right there. Fashioner. John Fashioner. I've changed my mind. I've had an idea, and we're going with it. Hero can come out at the bottom. And instead of that lance launcher, I'm putting a siege tower there. So that comes with 1 and 2 anyway. And then pay 1 extra for that upgrade that I did to give it its thing. It's happening. It's happening. Okay. That does mean there isn't a tower there for it to upgrade. So why don't we pop a dispatch outpost, which I could afford there. That is all. I can't build any more siege towers this way, though. I'm going for it. I don't care how many takebacks we have to do. 1, 2, 3. Dispatch platform. Gets improved with fortifications. No, forget that. Damage. Because it ended its movement there. It's not like an action that it takes, is it? When it ends its movement adjacent to a friendly spire... Oh, I have to spend source to do that, though. So I couldn't afford that. Okay. Okay, fair point. I needed source. So I'd have to keep my 4 source so I can actually afford these upgrades. I thought, what an amazing thing this is. Which it still is, but... And then Drang can walk on trees. So she can just slither around this way. Oh, my siege towers haven't even gone off either. Let's see. This one next to the shrubbery has to get at least 2. 3. Boom. So take the bottom upgrade off that shrubbery. Oh, no. Now they're going to come over here, though. Now I've done that. Right? Is that the way this works? Yep. As soon as I build a spire, they go over there. So this might be time to panic. Okay. And this siege tower would have to attack the retool because it's not adjacent. 1 damage isn't good enough. It's fortified. Okay. So I think now we're balanced back out again. Taproot. Unfortunately for me. Do they get the tower? I assume not, right? They just kill things and don't get the benefit. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. Because that would probably present problems. Oh, the Merc is behind, isn't he? And can walk on mountains, but he's blocked off by other things. So, Fashioner. Nothing to do there. The retool hasn't got enough range, which I'm pleased about. And then Battleborn, Dispatch. Oh, this Dispatch platform has got 3 range. Can attack that Taproot with 2 dice, which might prove to be a bad idea. 1 damage. But then Splash does that also to the Taproot behind. So hopefully we can do 2 damage to one of them, but Splash is probably going to be a bad thing. And then Drang. Maybe we should have had Drang move first. If Drang's there, she's got range, but it also means she's not in a good place to do anything. We need Drang to kill something so that she can get an attack upgrade. Or maybe a range upgrade to attack Darwin. Hi, Mikhail. How is FIFA Odin? I think. Hi, Paul. I'm going a different way. The convict came up, but I've gone for John Fashioner. Whose turn is it? My turn. Have I had siege towers? Hi, everyone. Any rules questions? Whose turn is it? It's my turn, right? scored 116 with an animal strategy. I've never really gone heavy into animals in Odin. I'm always, unless I was doing the solo scenarios, I always got too tempted just getting loads of islands and filling them up. Going plundering. I love the action space where you can get as many. Sorry for people watching it back that just want to know about Cloudspire, but Peace for Odin's amazing. The action space where it turns every different green thing that you've got, one of as many different green things as you've got, into blue things. Cost like a coin to do. Love that. So good. Yeah. I'm hoping that there'll be some Odin coming up, I think. I'm doing a new vote since I'm doing all these live streams. I thought I should have another Patreon vote. I haven't mentioned it for like an hour and a half, by the way. Patreon.com/slickerdrips. Funds all this stuff. Look at my hand on this camera. Yeah, so there's going to be another vote on there, and it's been very Uwe-centric, which is great. I love Uwe Ringberg. I did Makata yesterday. Oh, that's where things were going wrong, wasn't it? Camera kept freezing on that. So I don't believe my siege towers have rolled this turn, because this is my second turn. So siege tower next to theft and shrubbery does 2 damage, which is good, because that's what I need. Not feeling so clever now, are you? Shrubbery. Not anyone watching. The towers are going to last. I was worried then, because if the towers don't last quite long enough, as soon as the towers are gone, my guys just nick off up there. And these are already coming in this way because of this. So now this. Oh, so that was 1 siege tower. Was it? Yeah. So the other one's going to attack the retool because it's allowed to. 3 damage is quite nice. Finally takes that fortification off after many attempts. Yeah, Feast for Odin is the table hogging monster. But once you get into it, though, it's quite. I think as soon as you start seeing the action spaces as like in groups rather than just a million different spaces, yeah, you start to see that. Oh, actually, this isn't too bad. This one is adjacent to. This is allowed, isn't it? Because this one's raising next to the shrubbery, right? Okay, as long as I build it adjacent. Yeah, units and spires must be adjacent. So I built a new. My solution, rather than buy. What's your man called? Rather than buy the convict, I went for the siege tower instead. So, is Drang in trouble? I hope not. A hero died, Paul. Not good, is it? Oh, the taproot is going this way as well. Which is good because the taproot can attack Drang. Don't attack the fashioner. Because he's a good boy. Taproot. Baby Brund is a mountaineer and can move there. He's going to get to my towers. I need to destroy some of these. Get some sauce. Get some more towers down. Because if I lose, right? I lose if a tower I've built on one of these 3 spaces gets destroyed. I saw the error in my excitement at putting a siege tower there to take out this shrubbery. Now I've woken them up and brought them over here. So towers go on them. This siege tower is in range of this taproot. This siege tower is in range of that one. So I think I'm going to do that first, because splash would be bad. Splash would definitely make them summon. Whereas this siege tower might roll 2 and just kill the taproot outright. So this siege tower first. 2 dice. Nothing. Okay then. So the other siege tower will attack the same taproot, I guess. That is 3. Okay. That's decent because no summoning. 2 source as well. Which is good. I need source for John Fasciano. Yep, you're just gone. And dispatch platform will attack the wounded taproot. Because if I attack this one, the 1 splash damage will definitely make him summon. Or I could attack Baby Brund. Could I? Yeah, I've got the range. Maybe that would be better. What does evasive do? I imagine, makes him harder to hit. When he's attacked by a unit with range, he's not. He's being attacked by a spire. Maybe I should attack that baby Brood. Just because... he's speedy and can walk on the mountains and stuff. I think that'll be okay, though. Where will he move? There. He'll be in range of towers and stuff. I'm going to attack this taproot, because splash damage will kill these, won't it? Where have you gone, Brawnen sheet? Splash is everything, isn't it, that's next to it? Yep. So we'll attack this taproot. Don't do 1 damage, please. 2 is mighty fine by me. You're gone. Okay. Things are looking up now. 2 more sauce. Hi, Genway. How's it going? Was that all their movement? I think it was. They've moved a fair way, haven't they? Have they moved? Yeah, they moved. They got destroyed. Boo-hoo. Yeah, Baby Brood got trapped by this landmark, didn't he? So, that's them. Oh yes, thanks, James. Remember, everyone, like the video. Mighty cold tea. 2-hour tea. So, it's my turn. I will remember this time. Siege tower next to the shrubbery. Only needs 1 now. That's fine by me. And the other siege tower can attack that shrubbery again. Yeah, I will attack the shrubbery because that's one less die to be rolled against the fashioner. As long as it hits, of course. 1 damage, that's all we need. Oh, no, it can't attack the shrubbery because it's not adjacent. I remember all that now. Should maybe have attacked the retool twice, but I didn't. So they're both going to get a die on the fashioner, but he's got 4 health. And he gets to do his thing after he moved. So, rolling isn't going to be... He's at least going to get to upgrade once. I would like him to upgrade another time. But here we go. Fashioner, 3. After his movement, he's stopped there. So he gets to upgrade something. I want to upgrade the thing that we want to live. So I'm going to fortify you. Stack it with fortifications as long as this round goes on for. That costs me 2 source. And then you move. You move. Taproot gonna move? Oh, we didn't do splash damage, did we, to these guys? Drang is gonna move. Drang is gonna take out Barrybrund. She's only got 1 damage. She's gonna take out Barrybrund. Sorry, Barry. Oh, he is evasive, isn't he? So maybe she's not. It's evasive. Or reduce the damage to 1. Tough luck, Barry. So that's 2 source. Gold Bazza there. And Drang is going to take... Is she going to take damage? She's going to take damage because she can kill this Taproot in retaliation. Happy with that. How's it going? You got an orchestra job in 12... Audition in 12 weeks, Gemma. Well, good luck. Yeah, still hang out in chats. Orchestras look well upon board game playthroughs, I think. If I know orchestras, and I don't. So that's there. They're attacking. The dispatch I'm not going to attack with. So we're doing attacks a bit early, aren't we? We should see if the Fashioner lives, but it doesn't affect any of these attacks. So Shrubbery on the Fashioner, no damage. Retool on the Fashioner, 1 damage. Fashioner, see, Paul, you don't need a convict. All you need is a fashioner. He does 1 damage, he still attacks. Boom. 4 sauce. And 7 years ago, he takes out a shrubbery. Single-handedly. No. A lot of work was done by that siege tower. Most of it. So, yeah, that's all the attacking done, isn't it? I think the Grovetenders on the back foot now. Grovetenders go. Taproot there. You are in range of Siege Tower and Dispatch Platform. So Siege Tower is going to attack the Taproot first. Just not cut to the thing. 1 damage. Ugh, 1 damage. So Taproot turns into a Treed. Is it an upgraded Treed? It is. Now has 5 health. And is tough. Which means, yeah, it removes attack upgrades from spires no matter where they are. And if retaliation damage dealt to this unit exceeds 2, reduce it to 2. Dispatch platform's going to try and attack it. 2. So, you can only choose one. Would it be Cloudspire or Too Many Bones? I don't know. Bear in mind that I haven't played Too Many Bones for a couple of years, maybe? I don't know. I think maybe Too Many Bones still. Although Cloudspire is fantastic. Now that it's finally firing. But yeah, I love how, you know, the factions are all very different in this as well. But I love the kind of turn-based video gamey feel Too Many Bones can have, although it is very tactical about your positioning and stuff. I love the... Who was I? I've Tantrum a lot. Really like Tantrum. But Stanza, last time we played it, my friend's got Undertow. And so it was his copy that I played, because I never had that. And I love just being the bard, buffing people up. And yeah, we'll see. Hopefully there will be some Too Many Bones stuff on the way. Fingers crossed. Something, and maybe we can do some Too Many Bones in the future. Yeah, choose both. I dodged the question. Yeah, but I think Too Many Bones just edges it. How many research do I have? Just one. Just one, right? Because it's equal to the amount of renown earned in scenario 1. And we only got 1, right? Right? I think so. Oh, also, I need Drang to stay alive to get the research. Just thought about that. So, have I rolled the dice for this? Yes, 2 on the Treed. I did it. So that's all the towers. Treed gets to attack. And he will attack Drang, right? Yeah, hero, tower, minion, I believe. So he will attack Drang, who some fool put in his way. Maybe better than attacking the tower, I don't know. And she does 2 damage back. So, can attack him and get an upgrade next time. Not too shabby. Although the dispatch is going to be miles away, isn't he? My turn. Siege towers, both on the retool. There's nothing else for them to attack, so let's just get 4 dice on the go. They need 1 between them. Let's can classic siege tower do it? Oh, well done, classic siege tower. No second roll for the other one. 5 source. I haven't done 2, 3, 4, 5. These pegs are still in here from last time. I haven't done a limited build yet. Not that these can be upgraded. So now movement. Oh no. Their thing changes, doesn't it? So maybe I should have chosen not to. Is raise an option? Maybe I should have left that and left the fashioner to do it. because the Fashioner would have stayed here. And then I could have upgraded the tower another time. Yeah, a problem is going to be getting people back down here, because my minions will just go this way now. Okay, so nobody can move though, can they? So their mark now moves to the fortress now that these are dead. So what I really want, 1, 2, 3. I want Aspire to be there, because then the Fashioner could upgrade that. I'm going to do my first limited build. I'm going to pop a Lance Launcher here. What's that, 6? How many spies have I got? 3. This is number 4. And why not? I'm going to upgrade it. I'm going to upgrade it first, and then when the Fashioner upgrades it, he's saving me more money. Let's put a damage on him. Yeah. So the movement now... Yeah, I couldn't put a tower there either, could I? Because I don't have influence over it. I do now. But I wasn't adjacent on an adjacent hex group to this little lonesome thing. So movement, no one's moving, are they? Because the tree's in the way. The Fashioner will move. And unfortunately have stuff in her way. Yeah, I can't move them another way. Unless I move Drang out of the way, I can put the dispatch there, right? Because he's the same distance away. And then I could put the Battleborn there. And then the Fashioner could go there and upgrade the Lance Launcher. I think. It's just then what's the Fashioner doing after that? I think that's the thing to do. The Fashioner. What do I do? Right, LAB. You just got the game. Did you get like the full pledge? It's definitely it's got a bit of a hurdle, a bit of a learning curve, but hey, you can see us from a couple of weeks ago going through the very first scenario and kind of learning it and relearning bits on the way. What do I want to do? I could put another attack on it, but then it would only have 2 range and might just get destroyed. I love the idea of just rolling 3 dice on it. Or should I just put fortification on it? Pay 2 source no matter what I'm doing. Fortification. They've got no towers anywhere near me. We haven't gone on to space 7 yet. So maybe we'll be able to storm Darwin a bit. See how that goes. Drang is going to attack the Treed. 1 health. And I get 2 source for that. Drang promotes and has now got 3 range. Air defense. Has she gained a health? No. Her basic stats are the same. She can now go on mountains. She's got an extra range and Spire Shot. No, you had the right one the first time, which is may move onto friendly non-fortress spires. While on a spire, gains +1 range, but the spire is inactive while this unit is on top. You can just pop a mining thing to put her on top of. Okay, but she doesn't heal automatically like the other things do. And so the taproot, I won't even bother putting a health on. The dispatch can take him out. He can't retaliate. He's got 1 health. That's another 2 source. Yeah, I think it's got a lot of a learning curve, but yeah, it's part of that learning curve. Part of it's all the keywords and all of the different interactions and everything crashing together and stuff. But part of it is, as you say, it's unlike any other game really. You could be maybe a bit familiar with tower defense. There've been some board games now, but I mainly think of video games still, and maybe MOBAs a little bit, which do come from tower defense things. They're kind of the things that they're modeled after, but it's completely its own thing. So they've attacked that. So now I don't think I've been in this position. The Grovetenders don't do anything on their turn because they've got no minions and Darwin's still asleep. So and if I move the dispatch there, I'm in a bit of trouble because Darwin is ranged. Well, what if we did Battleborn first, then Dispatch, then the Fashioner can go in, and the Fashioner's still next to this Lance Launcher. So maybe I should have done something other than Fortification, but I'm just going to pay 2 and fortify it again. Drang. Does she displace people? Can Drang move through normal units? I know normal units move through her and displace her. It wouldn't make too much difference because the Fashioner's not going to get to another tower, I don't think. But Drang could go there. They don't displace other units, okay. Well, she's a bit blocked off then. But not for long. I'm kind of thinking, does she need to run back and heal herself up and come out next wave and pick up the research? Because we've got to last 5 waves. And I can't get another hero. Let's see, we've got plenty of time to get her back if I do want to do that. Have I? Yeah, there's 3 units here and it can only attack once per turn. So Grovetenders. They had to move, I had no choice. We'll just move in range. His mark is the nearest... heroes don't displace other units unless they're flying, okay. His mark is the nearest one of my units, so he's going to attack that Battleborn there, I guess. It's got 3 damage. So, takes out that Battleborn. There isn't going to be a load of turns if I attack it, is there? Yeah, Drang should start making her way back. Not in range of my towers. I should have just put range on it. That would have been something to do. Didn't though. And unfortunately, the dispatch platform just out of range. But it's okay. Oh yeah, Darwin levels up and chooses attack, right? Oh no, range and then attack if the last upgrade was range. Okay, so yeah, she's got 3 range now. She's gonna be a real problem. Yeah, it would be nice having some premium chips. We shall see in the future. Who knows what the future can hold. So dispatch will go in. We could reveal this. Maybe it's going to be poison like last time I played. But it was bad when it was poison, because in the 5th wave last time I played, it just made all of the taproots summon in one great big go right at the start. It's not going to be something killable, is it? Just attack Darwin for a damage and then die back. Oh, Drang's going to go back to the fortress. Heal up for next time. Yeah, I can't do anything about the upgrades it's going to get. We should have to go as a united front, I think. What does Darwin do when there's no... Darwin goes for the closest unit. You don't have to... Oh yeah, I can still look at it. So maybe I should leave Drang out so that Darwin will start moving towards her and get hit by some towers. Toxic secretion. Oh, it's the thorax with toxic secretion. So I could put it out and it might just make all these taproots. I'm gonna leave it out. Where can he move on trees? Not the mountains, is it? It's just the tree spaces. Darwin's got tree movement. So yeah, not going to attack that. That can stay out. Dispatch. Yeah, unfortunately, these guys are going to die, aren't they? Oh, and the wave ends, doesn't it? As soon as minions are dead. I could just have dispatch not attack, but how would that help? Yeah, Drang has to go back on the fortress because the wave just ends if he kills all of the minions. Unfortunately, he's going to get a load of upgrades. There's nothing I can do about that, and they didn't really get to do any damage to him but 1. And then that's killed. He gets an upgrade, which is attack. Oh, I should put it underneath to show that was the last one it earned. And then on his turn, he won't move anywhere. He'll just kill the fashioner and get an upgrade, and that's that. So, wave 4. Let's have a look at the event die. It is 5. Which is a landmark on all source wells. Which is probably annoying. Not you, you've been revealed. Landmarks on all source wells. That's terrible, right? I had no limited builds. That basically... That kills the game for me, right? I think it's game over now. We can still try. But I've got to kill both of these things on here now. My units won't go down there. And there is like an insta-kill thing in the landmarks that might just kill the hero. Okay, it's suddenly flipped to being awful. Yeah, it happened in me and my my practice game as well. I don't like that event. Seems too strong. Let's see though. I did manage to do it in the other thing, but it happened earlier on and I had 2 heroes to try and handle it. So that's just happened now. 11 source. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I might find a hero in the market. We have only ever seen 1 hero so far. So maybe we'll see someone in the market. There we go. We've got Roa. So I think I need to buy her Because as nice as other things are, they aren't going to move these things around. And Darwin's got like 4 damage and 4 range. It'd be nice to get really slow moving things. So Darwin has to come out into the open. I think that's the only thing that's going to kill Darwin. I've got loads of sauce. I think I need to buy rower, so that's going to be 5 of that. I can't put any towers out. I can't upgrade any towers because the fashioner has done loads of that for me. So I'm back up to 2 heroes at least. So we've got something from that. And they're both ranged. But I think they're going to go back to second fiddle because what if? Now Aegis, when they're upgraded, only move 1. The Grovetenders are going to have loads of their own units, so that's probably not a great idea. But some of these things, it's probably not a good idea to slow everything down. But it probably is. So I could get the upgrade that promotes the Aegis. That would be 5. And then what is that in? Assembly. How many CP am I getting? 11. So Aegis are 4. I only need 1. So they can slow the units down, can't they? Just get a Forsaken. It's got 7 health. It just doesn't really do what you want it. Oh yeah, the source gems are from an Aeon's End upgrade pack, which is a bit disappointing actually. As upgrade packs go, but they're blue. Last playthrough, I don't know if they look any different, but they were from Imperial last game, which has got beautiful components and 10 fortress upgrades. Well, the games were made too easy, Paul. Need to patch the convict then. So what do I need? If I'm getting at least an Aegis, and I'm going to slow things down with it. I've still got all of this, but it can't be used for anything unless I get more upgrades. I could get the thing that... Do I care about upgrading an architect? I could get an architect. Upgraded, they would do 2 things before he died. Could upgrade some more towers, get some fortifications on him. Because the thing with going slowly, that's fine for Darwin, but I need to go quickly because all of their units are going to be coming down to kill that single tower that I've got. And my heroes are all slow. They've only got 2 speed. So I think this one, sadly, might come down to random chance. Upgrade the Source Siege for 3, and then that would have 3 movement. And that just has something in it, doesn't it? The Source Siege. But that would be 10 CP getting these 2 things. That's the only way of getting 3 movement, though. I just wouldn't be able to have anything in it. Yeah, we'll have the Aegis. They will go behind, I think, to try and attract the Darwin when everything else is dead. So that leaves me with 7. So do I want another Aegis? No, I can't do that. I could go Dispatch and Battleborn. I just feel like they're going to be too slow. We'll see though, we've got try. Okay. At least the heroes have got range. Should I group them up? I'll group up the Battleborn. Yeah. We will do this. So, at least I've got a decent stack going on here. Grovetenders, 3 taproots, and some treeds again. Taproots. 3, 3, 3. 3, 3. Then 2 normal treed in a group. What have you got? 4. Okay, at least the taproot moves slowly. So I think... Oh, who's first now? Is it... It's me. Am I doing anything else? Am I upgrading anything else? Maybe I just save it for my builds. I don't know what 7's gonna do. I could do 3 on to get market buyout, which gives me another market action, and buy one of these. Assault or Anarchy. Don't really excite me though. So Anarchy might just be that he just disappears. The Elite Duelist's good though, isn't he? He's just expensive. I think I was better off with the hero though, so no. I think we're just going to have to leave it there. 4 would upgrade those Battleborn. Into what though? 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Oh, the Battleborn would be 3s. Okay, let's do that. 4 source, Battleborn are upgraded. And that's on a pit. Yeah. So maybe they'll get there in time. So it's me first. I'm going to put Rower there. Rower there. Drang there, because they've still both only got 2 movements. Battleborn 3. Dispatch 2. Aegis 1. Nobody gets held back. Well, they kind of did, automatically by me, the heroes. Exploration is just you. Grail Wolves are relentless, so if retaliation, you keep rolling dice, don't you? Yeah, roll the Spire attack die and keep going until you roll 2 damage or it misses. But I could attack it with range. So why doesn't Drang just attack it? It's only 1 damage, but it's something. What would I get? A relic and 2 source. It's not got range. That's all of my people, isn't it? So that's that. For them, what is their range? 4? Oh yeah. It would kill 1 Battleborn and the other one would get here, which is still in range, so I don't think any of this matters. Yeah, Darwin doesn't even need to move. So that is... So if you ordered them differently, it would have to move. If you put the slower thing in front of the Battleborn as cannon fodder, it would still die. But then the fast thing can run in front. So if, say, they were first, they are slower, so Aegis would still be there. I think that's the thing to do. Because those Battleborn would just both die for nothing. Whereas now... But she can just attack a tower. No, her thing isn't a... Her focus isn't a tower, it's a unit. So she would attack the dispatch and kill it. but she's now in range of everything. Not this one. Only this one, but she's in range of things. So at least she can get attacked by this dispatch platform. Has got 2 dice on her. 1 damage, thank you. And then she attacks. Dispatch, she's got like 10 damage. Kills it. Then... Oh, I am skipping ahead a little bit because these things vaguely start coming out, although they don't really. So my turn. These now have to march on, but at least she's going to keep getting attacked by that dispatch platform. The heroes are stuck. So, yeah, there's nothing I can do about the heroes being stuck. Oh yeah, level up Darwin again. She's going to run out of upgrades though, luckily. Oh, so no, he would go there, wouldn't he? Because their focus is up there. That's all that would happen there. And he's not ranged. The other one is. I probably didn't need him to move that fast. He's going to get 2 damage on Darwin at least. I think, before he dies, maybe? Maybe not. We'll see. And that's all we can do with the Battleborn. I want the Aegis to attack the Grail Wolves, but the Aegis' purpose is to draw Darwin down here. So Drang could attack the Grail Wolves again. I can't put a... I wish I'd put another range on this Lance Launcher now. I really do. Yeah, I shouldn't have put these here. So when they go, Darwin won't move. But the taproots will all start coming out now. Oh, I aren't doing the damage. So last turn, took a damage for the thorax. Summoned a Vine Herald. Took a damage. This turn... Oh, and then... That would have done a damage to the thorax. That would have done a damage. This turn, move 2, damage, 2, damage, summons a Vine Herald. I think I'm doing that now, Gazumi. Good point, though. And then move there and take a damage. This one comes out. Damage, damage. Summons a Warbriar, right? Because it can't summon a tree. It can't summon a Vine Herald and it can't summon a Treed. So I believe that's next up on the flowchart. And then this Treed comes out. Takes a damage. So it's done a lot of damage for me. I just don't know if that's going to help me. And then... Okay. Darwin just wants to attack the unit, so we'll kill the Battleborn. The Vine Herald will attack the Battleborn. This Vine Herald will attack the Thorax, so will the Warbriar. Tree does nothing. Okay? That's it for the toxic secretions. But I think it's done some damage, but will the summons counteract anything good that it did? Oh, and my towers never went off. Only The Vine Herald's in range of this tower, but Dispatch Platform is going to crack off on Darwin, of course. Still only 1 damage. Frustrating. But that's okay. We can deal with that. So it's my turn. Battleborn is going to go there. At least they've got no towers. Aegis can move there. I think Roa will start to follow. We can uncover this, decide whether we want to keep it. Oh, so Riftwalk and Overload. So Riftwalk, you can go. It's a gate port. You can go to another gate through this. Units can move onto this chip as if it were a path. Units that move onto this chip are teleported to another chip with Riftwalk of the controlling faction choice, if able. Well, we haven't got another one yet, but on your turn, if you have a unit adjacent to this, you can spend 6 source to discard the landmark and gain its reward, which is a relic. Okay, that's not very exciting. So Drang will attack the Grail Wolves again. The Battleborn should do 2 on Darwin, right? The Aegis made no difference at all because Darwin's still not going to move. That plan hasn't worked out at all. And then Darwin retaliating will kill the Battleborn. So gets a range. But is still in range of the Dispatch Platform. So on my thing, why is the Aegis forced to attack the Grail Wolves? He's not, is he? He can do what he wants. He's a free man. They haven't got... I can't remember what that keyword is. It's similar. Isn't that just... That's just engage, right? Oh, they must attack. Okay. So... it would have 1 health. And maybe it died. They missed. So the Grail Wolves would be dead now. So I get 2 source and a relic. Which I could have discarded for 4 source and got rid of that gate port. At the end of your turn during the onslaught phase, any of your heroes that are adjacent to a non-fortress source well and did not move, recover a health or grant a source, or get 4 source. So on my turn, I would have had 6 source. If I got rid of this, that gives me 4 source. I would have had 6 source for before the dude died, before the Battleborn died. He could have overloaded that gate port, right? So it doesn't let me build a tower on it, it just gives me another relic. I'll keep the source converter. So that's it for my turn, I think. So at the end of my turn, she's next to a thing. She earns me a source. She doesn't heal because she's full. So for them, he won't move. I'll move 2. They're not going to go this way, are they? Go 2. That goes 2. So, with 2 range, it will attack. It can't attack this. Oh no. Spires first. As much as I want the Dispatch Platform to survive this onslaught and maybe kill the Vine Herald, if it rolls 2, it kills Darwin. So come on. Get rid of these unlucky dice. There we go. Boom. So, there's some research. And now we have to worry about the towers. But all these are in range now, okay. Right, we're getting it back. You are in range of that. Siege tower, attack Vine Herald, please. You didn't see that, but it rolled out. Next siege tower, attack same Vine Herald, please. 2 damage. That's something. And Lance Launcher. Your 2 dice as well. I suppose kill the Vine Herald. Because the tree guy that gets left behind won't be able to attack. As long as it does the damage, which it does. So that's a source. And I can't upgrade that dispatch platform again because it was upgraded beyond its limits already. Oh, the Taproot's got 2 range though, so maybe should have attacked something else. Doesn't matter now. Don't really matter. So now the Taproot would attack this. So would the Vine Herald, because they can't attack this. It's oh, you can't see, sorry. Yeah, they would both attack this tower because they can't attack this one because it's fortified so much. So that's that. Then they can't do anything because they're trapped. So it's my turn. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, and Drang. Oh. Roa can get an upgrade as well, can't she? Roa's going to get a range. Roa's going to kill the Taproot and get a range upgrade. 2 source. Drang is going to just hit the Vine Herald. Should she get a damage upgrade? Maybe get a damage upgrade. It's the only upgrade she can get. Yeah, I think 2 damage is going to be better. Then that's it for my attacking, isn't it? Because the Aegis is so slow. Which was the point. They're going down here. That's what they want. Yeah, Mike, I think the odds of anyone playing it correctly aren't really great. There's like a million keywords and things going on. As long as you're thinking about it and you're having fun, that's all that matters, really. So, they've moved into risky business, I'd say. So this siege tower is in range of that Vine Herald that's only got 2 health. What's going to happen? 2 damage. That's a source for me. And then I think that Warbriar with its Impale is not going to get very far, is it? Because it's going to swerve past all of my people. And actually, this Aegis might start whacking away at their fortress. He'll die doing it, but still. So what should I kill? The Taproot will slow everyone else down, so I think I'll leave the Taproot. This siege tower will attack the Warbriar. So that's 2 dice. 2 damage. The Lance Launcher is also 2 dice. No damage. And the Dispatch Platform will attack... Oh, the Treed should have been attacked, actually. The Dispatch Platform will attack the Treed. It's just the 1 die. And it is 2 delicious damage. Okay. Thanks for joining us, Paul. Enjoy food and stuff. So now, Taproot, with its 2 range, can't do anything. Can't attack this because it's fortified. The Warbriar can attack it because it's got 2 damage. It's still got a fortification left. The Treed is not ranged, can't do anything. I think that's their turn. I think Rower is going to go there and attack this Warbriar for 2 damage. Drang can stay where she is, actually, and attack that one for 1 damage, but kill it. Get a source, and she is going to take a damage upgrade as well. I want them to be next to source wells, don't I? Oh, let's put her there. She'd be next to a source well then, and she'll get me a source. Oh, Aegis hasn't moved. And so Aegis will just move and kill that. Oh no. Has to attack if it can. Just that Treed's going to get close to this then. But it's only got 1 damage, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so he takes that out. 2 source. Then that's it for my people, I think. We come down to the outposts. The Taproot over here. Which move? There. Then yeah, the Taproot. Has he already moved? Yes, because there was something else there. Taproot there. Then Treed there. I think we're okay. And Aegis. Oh no, it's not my turn. So the Siege Tower here can attack that Taproot, but I think we should focus all of our energies on Treed first. He's only got 1 health. This lance launcher. 2 dice on that Treed. Can you see the dice? Yeah. Oh, I should have a source as well because she ended next to a source well. 2 damage on the Treed. He's gone, and so is his ram and toughness. But there is another Treed underneath, actually. Yeah, he wasn't summoned. Okay, so that's still a worry. But it's okay. 1, 2. This one will attack the Treed. 3 damage. And finally, 1, 2, 3. The Siege Tower can attack the Treed because this Taproot still isn't in range of anything. Come on, Siege Tower, don't let me down. 2. Boom. That's another 2. And Taproot not in range of... Well, he's in range of this. But he can't attack it. Because it's fortified. So my turn. Aegis will keep going. I think we'll have... Yeah, unfortunately, they only move 2 at a time, so I don't know if they'll get back with this research. Maybe I want Roa to go and get the research. She'll move 2. Drang. Do I want her to move? I could put her in the dispatch platform, since it's not got upgrades, and that would give her 4 range for a 2 guaranteed damage. Well, the dispatch platform has splash damage that I'm sure I haven't been doing again. Maybe that's something to do. And she can come out when they start getting closer. Yeah, I like the sound of that. She'll go in there. She can go in there because of Spire Shot. That's all of my units. Attacking. Roa has 2 damage on the Taproot there. It's in range. So that's that. That is 2 source. Let's attack from the other side. Yeah, I think we're square now. My Upgraded taproot, I have 2 HP. I don't know. Probably because of what was on top of it. It didn't get to do anything, though. It probably inherited one from whatever it summoned. But he's just been dawdling there. He's not made any impact. He's actually done well for me because he slowed everyone behind him down. I left him alive. So they don't get a turn anymore. Aegis moves 1. Roa moves 2. I just need to move on there, don't I? Before moving, they can pick something up from an adjacent space. So I'll have to wait there. Next round, next turn. He moves there. She picks that up. It would be better to leave her out, wouldn't it? Because I would have earned like 2 more source, her just sitting next to that well. Aegis moves. She starts to come back. I don't think she'll get back in time. Earn a source for being next to the well. Aegis moves. She moves. He attacks for 2. Their fortress. What happens if he kills their fortress? Heroes are in campfire mode. Oh, campfire mode's daft. So that's... just has to wait there, right? Is that what she has to do? So she's not going to get used in the last bit. He basically does 2. He's going to do 6 damage to that. Hello. Thank you. What happens if I kill the Grovetenders? I mean, he's not going to. He's dead now. But their fortress has only got 4 health. I mean, Roa's got to get back is the big issue. But could have spent 6 to get rid of that and then be able to build something on it as well. Maybe should have done that. But I think, couldn't I put a tower right here? It would be very vulnerable, but this hex group is touching this hex group where I have a tower. I wonder if I can end the game in wave 5 by shooting their fortress a few times. But the main issue is I need to get her back to the base with this, and I need to get people in here. Yeah, she shouldn't have been standing there this entire time. She should have been moving over here, doing these landmarks, because I need to build those spires. Oh well, see how it goes. So, oh dear, what a mess of just chips everywhere. Last thing, gonna be 6 again. Everything fills up with landmark things. I think some of these things should only happen every so often or once per game or something. So now 13 source. I haven't got enough chips for that, I don't think. But they will buy from the market. Just keep 13 in my head for now. They will buy a hero if they can. I couldn't have bought a hero anyway, but it does mean they're going to have a merc hero in their ranks. I can buy an item, but it would be useless because I can't equip it to anybody, so they are terrible things to come out. So upgrades to the fortress I think it's going to have to be. So Forsaken Artillery is not going to be a great thing, I don't think. Market buyout, definitely no good. Oh, enforced demands. It's too late for that. I would have had to have done it on a previous time, but it lets you discard all the options and put new ones out. Could get the Source Siege promoted for just 3. What is my... Oh, my source capacity is only 20, isn't it? So I'm like, I'm like, I would just have loads. I've definitely got 20 to spend, and to be honest, nothing to spend it on because these source wells just keep filling back up. So I can upgrade the dispatches as well, and then the Forsaken. How much CP have I got? 13. So I could get a Forsaken. The Aegis are promoted, so they're probably something good to put in there. Get an Aegis in a Source Siege. Zoom him up, and then he just beats up the fortress. I probably don't want that to happen there. I want some slow-moving Aegis slowing everyone down, I think. So, upgrading Battleborn, I've already done, haven't I? Yeah. I could upgrade Dispatch as well. Would have 13. So I could have Aegis, Dispatch, Battleborn, that would be 13. I do kind of want to draw this out, don't I? So Dran can hopefully get over to these landmarks, whatever they are. That's going to take ages. Aegis. We need to upgrade the dispatch platform and give it another range, I think. That's going to cost 3. Don't know why I put you on that view. So I've got 17. Whatever, that's the only thing I've spent so far. 6, 9, 12, 15, 17. Fortress dealing extra damage isn't going to be an issue. I could get the assembly die. Roll a die and add an upgrade to the bottom of a spire. That would cost me 7 though. I think I'm going to upgrade the Battleborns as well, and then just save the source, I suppose. Because I need to use both of my limited builds on these two. I have done an objective, so that's something. But let's see if we can do some more. So we're really going with this. Slow everything down with an Aegis. One, two, three. Where's a Battleborn? They died long ago. Upgraded Battleborn though, you've got 2 attack. Okay, let's pop those out like that. Thank you. Yes, please. Oh, is Martycam active? I don't know how long he's been there, but he wasn't there for a good huge chunk of the start. You can have a look at Marty while I prepare this crazy stack of tree people. They've got 2 trees in a stack with 5 health. And then taproot. Is he doing anything? No, he's not. You can have a look at the... So we've got trees at the top, 2 taproots separately. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And another one on the next line. 1, 2, 3. And then Grizzled Oak and Ogre Growth, normal sides, are here, 6 health. Sending everything they've got. Are those Aegis even going to get anywhere in time? See, won't we? And then their Merc at the bottom. There's their huge stack of things. And they are first. So I've got loads of source. But all I can do is build those 2 towers if I want the 3 stuff. What is it for? Oh, yeah, getting the research as well. I've surely done that, but it means that Rower is completely wasted. Because all she's going to do is get that research and run back. It is what it is, though. So the Grovetenders go first, and luckily aren't going to be straight in range of Rower. 2, 2. 2 range, they aren't doing anything. They're not in range of any towers, so that's just it for their turn, I think. Rower is going to pick that up and then start to run and get in everyone's way. The dispatch come out there. Should I have put Battleborn first? They're all stuck behind the hero though, aren't they? Drang is going to get in the Lance Launcher, because it's not going to go off yet anyway. Only 2 damage though, isn't it? So this Treed gets right onto the Lance Launcher next, and it's got 2 damage. Maybe they'll take it out. Maybe she needs... Oh, she needs to start going anyway, doesn't she? And maybe taking a damage off the Treed? Because she needs to get to these things, but she probably can't afford to lose health. She can spend 6 sauce on getting rid of that gate port. Yeah, I think we can have Roa go that way, but then Drang wouldn't. Yeah, Drang could go first, Roa can go that way. We should put the Battleborn first because it moves fastest, and then nobody's waiting. Should these Aegis be grouped together? Yeah, why not? Okay. That's that. Because then Drang can attack the Treed for 2. Roa would have to be right there to attack the Treed, so no. We can reveal this. Source Geyser, which has Fountain. At the start of each round, all faction units adjacent to this landmark recover 2 health. Discard at the end of the wave. It's alright. We could do the gate port. And that is get a relic, isn't it? Which is we could waste 2 source by doing this. I don't think I'll do it. So their turn, the Treed. It would use all of its movement, wouldn't it? I'm sure we've been through this before. Oh, you're upgraded. You shouldn't be. You move 2. Grizzled Oak would only move 1 anyway. Lostomir would move 2. He has Assist. What do you do? When an adjacent friendly unit defeats an opposing unit or spire, it may level up. I don't know how that interacts with solo and stuff, but we'll see. So the Treed would be attacked by the Lance Launcher. 2 dice. 2 damage. Would be attacked by the Dispatch Platform for 1 dice of damage. Nothing. Oh, would actually be attacked by the Siege Tower. It's in range of the Siege Tower, which is 2 dice. Which is 2 damage. And kills the first one. So back up to 5 there. Get 2 source for that. Then, is that all of my towers that can see it? Yes. So then it attacks. Its priority is a hero, isn't it? Roa's just going to have to sit there to try and get through all of these minions. Because this geezer's in the way and there's nothing we can do about it. Because things keep coming back to life. So it will attack one of these people. Maybe we have Roa get attacked. And she would deal 2 damage back. Taproot is in range of Drang, so can do a damage. Unfortunately, takes 2 damage back, which means it summons a Warbriar. Yeah, an upgraded Warbriar. Then the other ones aren't in range of anything. So my turn. When's the fountain thing kick in? At the start of each round. The Roa can heal if she needs to. But that's a good point. The minions can move through and displace her just back to the start, and then that's dealt with. So Drang's going to go here. Roa's just going to stay where she is. So Battleborn goes on the way to their thing. So does the Dispatch. So does the Aegis. And so she could just walk in there now. Should I maybe keep her out in case she's need? But she's not going to be needed there, is she? Let's leave her for now. She can heal next turn. Who's going to attack the Treed? Drang's got 2 damage. Dispatch would take a hit back of 2. I think Battleborn's going to attack the Warbriar. 2 damage. Take 2 back himself. Although, that does... If he doesn't do that, that keeps them there, doesn't it, while they're attacking him? Drang can reveal that. It's a gateport. Dispatch will attack the Treed, take 2 damage, and deal 1 to it. Drang will do the other 2 damage. Can't upgrade anymore. That's 2 source. Or maybe Battleborn should attack. Oh, if Battleborn... Yeah, instead of Drang, Battleborn will attack the Treed, because there's no upgrades to worry about anyway. He's already retaliated, so Battleborn is still standing in the way. Yeah. So their turn. They can't move. Lostomir can. Although, isn't... He can't, can he? Where can he move? That grassy symbol means he can also move on, like, planes. So he's stuck as well. He shouldn't have come out here, actually. I thought he had tree walking. So he's still stuck in there. Oh, he did. Battleborn did attack the dude behind him. Instead of Drang attacking, have Battleborn attack him instead. Because then he's attacked something. He's still in the way. And Drang didn't need the upgrade anyway. So they can't move. What's my best range? the dispatch platform can reach the Warbriar. It's only got one die, and that die is a 1. Warbriar is down to 3 health. He's going to survive this. That's okay, because he's still in the way, isn't he? So the Warbriar... Yeah, there's a hefty delay sometimes. The Warbriar will attack him for 2. Takes 2 back. His Impale doesn't go off because he was already adjacent to that guy, right? Impale... Where is it? At the end of its movement, deal damage to all adjacent opponent units it was not adjacent to prior to moving, so it was adjacent to him. So he's still in the way, and they're going to kill each other. Next turn. But he's delayed them for a whole round there. Oh, no, he hasn't, because Taproot is in range and takes him out. But he did still delay them for a whole round. This Taproot can't do anything. Nobody else can do anything. And they've all been held back. My turn. Poor old Dispatch is gonna have to step up here. Aegis. Roa, you just get in there. Drang. Let's see what we're dealing with here. It's a gate port. Okay. So I'm gonna have to spend 6 to get rid of this and get a relic. Ball the crystal, you may look at the next event. Oh, if required to roll the event die, you can roll it now to know what the next event will be. Well, that's useless. So I will gain 4 source, which is what I can do, right? Instead of having a relic card. I think. What's going on? Pre-orders. I'll say, by the way, everyone watching here, I assume you've already seen. Patreon.com if you'd like to help me keep making playthroughs. A lot of them are shorter than this, I promise. There's a lot going on, isn't there? So there we go. I could do a limited build to put something up there, but I feel like I want to kind of save those 2 limited builds and put the towers up as late as possible. You know what I mean? I now wish Drang had gone up there so she could attack whatever this was. But I was being cautious. So now Dispatch. Should maybe leave the Warbriar alive, because the Warbriar can... No, the Warbriar moves 2, not 1. Yeah, kill the Warbriar, because isn't the Taproot only 1 anyway? Yeah, Dispatch. Kill the Warbriar. Which is a source. Leave behind Taproot, who isn't going to move anyway because the Dispatch is in the way. But that does... I am leaving them a little bit further back, though, than I would like. I would like them to be 1 space... I'd like them to be being blocked off here, because they'd be in range of all my lovely towers then. But these minions are doing a great job. That's it for my turn, isn't it? They move. They can't. But, yeah, it would be nice for all of this to be happening simultaneously, because will I have enough stuff to be able to kill all of this with once I don't have anything blocking them anymore? Should I have let the Aegis be separate? So they all move. They can't move anymore. The Dispatch platform attacks that Taproot for 1 damage. That's all it needs. That's 2 source. And then for attacking, this Taproot will attack the Dispatch and kill it. Can't retaliate. That's another one of their turns. My turn. Limited build. Tempting to just put up a drilling outpost so it's got a fortification, but that's weak, isn't it? Whereas the... Well, they all... Siege Tower, probably, because it comes with more upgrades. So that's 3 turns of attacking it, rather than just 1 or 2. If you know what I mean. I'm thinking now maybe I should do it while I've got the chance to. I'm going to get loads of turns, aren't I, still? Let's wait on the limited build. Let's wait. See what all this is. Maybe this is something that rewards us with a tower. Aegis. That's that, isn't it? No attacks. Oh, we don't know if there's attacks. Oh dear. Oh, that's a good time to find Sibissa, actually. She doesn't retaliate either. Just toxic secretion do damage for walking in the spaces, but I'm already there. So 2 damage. Should die next turn. The tree dudes are finally where I want them, aren't they? This guy's being held right back. Because, yeah, this taproot is facing many dice of pain. Let's do the siege tower first, because maybe it'll... Oh, I'm going to do the dispatch platform first on it. Oh no, the dispatch platform could attack this. Is there anything that's just got 1 dice on it? No. These have all got 2 dice on it. I'm just thinking 1 dice will probably do 1 damage, and hopefully 2 dice would do 2 damage, and then it wouldn't get to summon. Let's just go for it. Lance Launcher on the taproot, 2 dice. 3 damage? Well done, Lance Launcher. It means the siege tower doesn't get to go, but that's a good result, isn't it? 2 source, you're dead. Dispatch platform can attack the other one, so let's do that while we're here. 1 damage. And the Aegis could take it out. Sibissa got attacked though for 2 damage by Drang. So they've all moved. They've been attacked. Taproot can only attack Aegis, but he can't. Not in range of anything else, so doesn't do anything. I'm fine with that. My turn. Aegis has to move. Attacks. Aegis has to attack. He does 2 damage, takes out that taproot. He's probably going to find it tough against the Grizzled Oak, but I think things are going alright here. And Drang will attack Sibissa. 4 source. And I think next couple of turns, I'll just assume I've got 20 source. I don't know. I've got enough source to build 2 towers, let's say, which is all I'm going to do. So next 2 turns, build the towers, I think, and hope that these guys get killed. Or run Drang up here to... She can only run across mountains. Maybe Aegis should... For 6, do that gate port. Do that gate port. So that Drang could run across it and just take out their fortress if I need to. Yeah. I assume I'm not going to care about this relic. Let's see what it would have been. Resource cache. On your turn during the onslaught phase, add an upgrade to the bottom of one of your spires at no cost. Maybe that's something to have in case something is worrying. I've got enough to build the towers still. Yeah, I'm just going to keep that. So their turn. they just move dead slowly still. Oh, they are staying well out of range of my towers, so maybe that's a good move for them. Drang is next to Source Wells also and should have healed back up to full long ago. Probably got some health. Start of my turn. I'll do my limited build then. For a siege tower. Pop that there. Drang will start to move this way. Be nice to be next to a siege thingy well. Let's spend 6 for the siege tower. And then I've still got 6 to spend on this gate port that she's next to now. Oh, Aegis has to move up there. Let's see what relic this is. Unrefusable offer. Before or after your unit's movement, you may gain control of an adjacent, ungrouped opposing minion worth 3 CP or less for the rest of the wave. That would be great if that had come out a bit earlier, but I will have the source back instead. And she's next to a source well again. Not that I need the source particularly. Aegis must attack, and will attack with due fourth what? Attacks the Grizzled Oak for 2, retaliates for 2, but he's an Aegis, so he takes 1. Right. That's armoured, right? It's been a while since I looked it up. Well, he's not been attacked. Is retaliating and counter as attack? I assume so. I'll give him a health pack if you correct me. So, Grovetenders, pretty stuck. Grizzled Oak does a damage. He does 2 back. I think we've turned it around. This guy doesn't do any damage. And is not assisted. If this finally kills an Aegis, which it will, he'll get an upgrade. But I don't know how does that work solo? Can I say he just gets given a range upgrade and he just doesn't do anything? I don't know. If he gets 1 attack, he's not going to end up doing anything, is he? So that's their turn. See, Drang's going to go there. If she dies, it's fine, isn't it? I mean, it's not great. I should get a source because she was next to a thing. Do I want to buy the tower yet? Minions don't. He's a hero, though, isn't he? He's a merc hero. His assist. When an adjacent friendly unit defeats an opposing unit or spire, the unit may level up. So how does that work when he's controlled by an AI faction? I'm sure there's something somewhere for it. Drang going to attack that. Oh no, Drang doesn't need to attack the Grizzled Oak. Aegis can attack the Grizzled Oak and take no retaliation. That's 3 source. And Ogre Growth, got 5 health, is rooted. What's that mean? I can't remember. If he's next to a tower, isn't it? If he's adjacent to a spire and can make an attack that deals damage without moving, he won't move. He must move next turn, though. But you haven't got any spires enough, mate, unless you can get over to that one. So Aegis is still there, plugging away. Drang. Who will Drang attack? Doesn't really matter, does it? Maybe Lostomir, if he is going to get some attack. Oh yes, he will. He's AI control, isn't he? Assist. He starts with an attack upgrade. Okie doke. Thank you. It will end its movement adjacent to a friendly unit if it's able to, while adhering to movement rules. When an adjacent friendly unit defeats an opposing unit or spire, he gains more upgrades. So the Ogre Growth is going to kill that Aegis. So he'll gain an upgrade and have 2 attack. But the Ogre Growth's got 2 attack right now. Let's attack the Ogre Growth. Yeah, she's just out of range of the fortress. Okay, that's that. Their turn. They can't move. Ogre Growth attacks the Aegis, kills it, so he gets an attack upgrade. Doesn't get to retaliate. And that's it. My turn. Aegis doesn't move. Drang is just going to go there, right? Fortress attacking? Because she's next to a source well as well, so At the start of next turn, she'll heal back up. She'll attack the fortress for 2 damage. Take 1 back. Oh, at the start of my turn. I'll do it at the start of next turn. I need to build that tower. Don't forget that. Aegis attacks for 2. Takes 1 back. Then their turn, they can't move. Ogre Growth attacks the Aegis for 1, does 2 back, gets me 3 source. Not that it matters too much right now. Then that's it, isn't it? Start of my turn, limited build. I will do... I don't think I've got any siege towers, so I'll do a lance launcher, which is 6, which I can definitely afford. Luckily, there's upgrades left. You have to worry about that as well. If there aren't upgrade chips left, can't build a tower. Like, of the ones that you need, that is. So yeah, we could... I'm sure we could let Lostomir go on, but he's not going to get anywhere near my towers, is he? And so Aegis moves on my turn. Drang with a 3 range can just attack their fortress for 2 more damage. Oh, you can't see their health chip. You could have on the table view, but that's more boring for this kind of game. Taking out their fortress. That's it. So I think with asterisks, as always in Cloudspire, there's a million rules floating around my head, but I think enough time and thought and enough landmarks coming back that happened 3 times. Enough landmarks coming back on these spaces, messing everything up. Defeat 3 spires, no problem doing that. Construct 3 spires and keep them from being defeated until the end of 5. Yes. Collect all pieces of research. With another asterisk, that was easier because we didn't do that well a couple of weeks ago. We only got 1 objective, so there was only 1 piece of research to get. Otherwise, there would have been 1 over here, so I would have had to do a dine and dash. Maybe try take this out. Although, see, I'm amazing at taking towers out. Look at all these siege towers everywhere. I can only have 6 towers as well, can't I? Luckily, that's what I've got. I'm glad I didn't build any more somewhere else. Maybe it's good that the landmarks came in. So yeah, that is... Woof! 3 hours 20. I suppose it's not as long as the 2-player one, but probably not far off it, actually. And I assume they'll get longer as they get more complicated. That was Chapter 2 of the Brawnen in Cloudspire. There is a Chapter 3, because we accidentally saw Chapter 4. Chapter 3, can you show me from above? I'll spoil it a little bit. We're against the Grovetenders again. Should I be reading out the big story at the beginning? I'm reading it when I play. If I get a chance to do a practice, I like to do a practice. I did for this. I had a good old read of the story. That's how I found out I was the baddies. I won't read too much about what happens, but we have the heirs in Chapter 4, and then I believe that's it, right? And we move on to a different selection. The heirs themselves. So that is it for some lovely Cloudspire. We will be back at some point soon, maybe in a couple of weeks. We'll see how it goes. I said maybe Too Many Bones will be coming in the not too distant future. I would enjoy getting back to that and seeing some more stuff as well. I only have ever had the base game and did my playthrough with Tantrum and Picket, I think, and that was like 3 years ago. So there's a million more things to explore in that, as well as all games all the time. I'm back tomorrow playing Venice from David Tortzi and Andre Novak, part of the trilogy there's one on Kickstarter now, isn't there? Florence, the 3rd part of that trilogy. I'm nothing to do with that. This is just add a copy of Venice, and we're playing it with one of David's, hopefully, fantastical solo modes. Thank you very much for joining me for this, though, especially if you've been here for 3 hours and 20 minutes. Wow. But so have I. So, you know, that's just Cloudspire, isn't it? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow if you can make it. You can watch replays if you can't. I'll be back next week with some more live things all the time. Thank you, Joel. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and if you didn't enjoy it, don't do nothing. But like it anyway if you didn't enjoy it. Rebel against the system. And it's all funded thanks to patreon.com/slickerdrips. The reason I was able to be filming today, I mean, I was filming other videos before 3 p.m, but the reason I'm able to do that and then be live today, not all days, although the way the Patreon's going, if it keeps growing, maybe I will be here all days doing this and more stuff will get made. It's all down to that, really. Thank you very much for all of your support, though. It's great. As well as, you know, literally funding me being here. It's a massive boost to doing all of this stuff, especially since I did all of that extra stuff in April, and it seems to have paid off, not only in enjoying doing all of the stuff, but in more people watching, more patrons, more everything. Let's keep it going, all right? So I'll be back tomorrow with Venice at 3 p.m. BST. And then there'll be some kind of announcement on Monday of which games I'm going to play next week as well. There'll be at least a couple of live streams, I'm sure. Thank you very much for watching this one, though. Should we have a last look and see if Marty Camp's still there? No, he went away at some point. So no last look at Marty. There's just a brief glimpse a couple of hours in, I think. Thank you very much for being here. I will see you very, very soon. Bye, everyone.